Hello? Hi everyone. Can you see me and hear me and everything? It looks okay on my screen. Well, the board layout doesn't, but hey, that's just logistics, isn't it? Hopefully all of the equipment is working and we can play some Nucleum. Hey everyone that's here. JM, glad you could make a live stream. Monica, James, Michael, Jeff. I haven't missed everyone. Lance. Thanks so much everyone for being here. Hopefully I'm going to get this right. There's a lot going on in this. But don't worry, there's player aids on Board Game Geek. Any mistakes are their fault, right? I'm sure I'll add in some of my own. Everything coming through okay? Brilliant. Yeah, always Christmassy. I can't like it's too not in my house, but in this room with these lights and everything on, it's too warm for like a lovely Christmas jumper. Elsewhere in the house it's okay. But I can do Christmas cardigan and then eventually when the brain burn really starts to heat things up, I can take it off. Hey, Heroic Logic, how's it going? Hello. No, Marty Cam, he was in here for a while, and I took all the games off of his chair. See, his chair, his special filming chair, has been appropriated to store more games now because he's never in here. But I did clear it all off in the hopes that he'd come over. He was actually like, I'm started yet. This isn't procrastination. Me and Rach filmed a few episodes of Arkham Horror the card game just because we were going to play it anyway. And Rach suggested, why don't we just film it? He was in here for that. I think because we were both home and we were both in here for so long. Marty came up and he was on the Marty Camp, but unfortunately, I've come to edit those playthroughs and the sound is doing a weird thing that I basically yeah, a weird thing that is so bad that it's ruining the whole thing. So I don't think those playthroughs are they're gonna have to be abandoned basically. But sure it is. He was in here, so I thought like, oh maybe he's gonna get used to it because usually as it starts getting cooler, he's straight in here because this is the warmest room in the house. Because I'm not putting the radiators on while I'm in here. The game room is strangely colder than the rest of the apartment. I think it's like probably the fact that it's in the front of the house doesn't really matter in winter. It does in summer. Like this is round the year. This is the most scorching room in the house. So in the summer it's horrible, but in the winter it's quite nice because it's never cold enough to need more than like a jumper on. In this room, as soon as you step out into the rest of the house, it's freezing in there. There's an Australia map coming next year. What for this? Thinking of Nucleum for solo only. The bots, I think, by David Torzi standards. So David Torzi is one of the co-designers of the game, and Simone Luciani both done a billion things separately and in other partnerships and teams. They've teamed up here. So David's always keen on trying to make his solos replicate a player, making it feel like you are playing against someone, which definitely does here, just like all of his other solo modes. But I would say a much easier there's a much easier system to grasp. Like there's still a bit of, flow charting in where does he particularly put this thing, which of his things does he want to put out. But I feel like the general turn structure is a lot snappier and faster to get to grips with than the other ones. Because they all are, there's always like a bit of a learning hump to get over. Oh, they just announced it yesterday. Oh, cool. Right, shall I get... Oh, thanks for testing the bot. Yes, before I get started, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do it on Patreon, you can do it on Ko-fi. There are links in the description. There's links in the chat. You can get shirts and stuff on sirmeeple.com as well. I believe they're still available. But yeah, all of that stuff enables me to be here doing this. And let's get into it then. Oh, my sweeping of the board has left some of the bot. So the bot in this is the Baron we're playing. I can't remember his proper name. It's Baron von Nuclearstein. Baron von Automat. No, should have gone with Nuclearstein. What he is enjoying is he's enjoying his lukewarm bed downstairs. I'm sure it's warm with him in it. Someone luring in gamers with an Arc Nova rework with dinosaurs. I like a fan-made thing or an official thing. That'd be cool. They should just do that as an official thing. So, this is the 19th century, and nuclear energy has been invented early in this alternate timeline, and so everyone is clamoring to have nucleums, what we would call a nuclear reactor. They want to get those installed in cities and start the cities booming. So we're seeing like a bit of Europe in this particular map. At the start of the game, we've got one power plant here that is producing coal and will only ever have coal power up here in Riesa. But we have 4 other power plants. One randomly started the game with Nucleum in it. We drew some cards at the start. They defined all sorts of things. Spaces to be blocked off, spaces with neutral buildings in, which power plant started with the Nucleum. So we have coal that's available to bring from outside this area that's got a cost. It can be brought in through rail. We can see all of these missing bits. Throughout the game, we need to be putting out turbines and mines to be activating nucleums. We want to be putting out urban buildings to progress us on various tracks, earning us money, workers, points, and also technologies. I'm covering up a lot of it, but there is a technology nest, a technology frame that we are hoping to get all sorts of bonuses from. And we want to put down rails to connect these places up, because the coal or the nucleum, wherever it is, we have got to get it to the places to be able to activate all sorts of things. And that's the main thing of it. Activating these buildings, whether they're yours or neutral ones, and some other bonuses, mainly through activating these things though, will get you achievement stars. Achievement stars is how you go up this track. And being up this track is not the only source of points, but a substantial source of points in this game. There's loads of endgame triggers and stuff that we'll get into, but just a quick look at some of the stuff that we will be rewarded for. I've forgotten the types of the urban buildings now, but we will be rewarded with points at the end for every one of these urban buildings that we build. On our wonky player board, on our player boards, we have got 4 of each of the types. And so, yeah, you can get points for every one of those that you built, up to 4 different ones, based on a multiplier. And your multiplier is going to be based on where your star is in this section, should you end the game with a star in this section. So you could get a point for every one of those you built, or 2 points for every one of those you built. This we want turbines building. And then if we look further up, we want to build a load of mines, and this is points for every 2 urban buildings you get out of any type. But you might not necessarily be shooting for all of those, because it depends on how far you're going to be able to get your achievement stars up. So that's something that we can be thinking about. There's all sorts of contracts and goals that we can get. But looking over to our player, because we are the first player in a solo game, and we're covered up a little bit, but I'll show you all the details and stuff. So we've got our urban buildings that we can get out. These are our turbines that we can get out. Should we do that, we will get some bonuses that help us energize buildings. And these are our mines that can store various amounts of uranium, which power the nucleums. There are spaces for these, so the square spaces will have urban buildings, the round spaces have turbines, the hexes have mines. So you can see some available spots. Anything with these warning triangles, they have been blocked off randomly by the setup. So some building spots, some mine spots have been blocked off. We've got our tracks, or things we will gain. I realise this is a bit covered up, but it'll become clear later on. These are things that we can gain throughout the game. Should we re-energize, which is kind of your take-back turn, we have all of these tiles to play. When you haven't got any left to play, or sooner, you will recharge, get them all back, and get stuff that's on these tracks. At the start of the game, that's 4 money, 2 workers, no points. But the further you get up the tracks, you can start earning more and more of those things, to the point where all of the tracks will start giving you some points. You can get points at the end of the game as well for getting markers really far along those tracks. We've got spaces for contracts. Everyone starts the game with 1 contract, and they're almost all the same. So, well, they're all the same, but they apply to different places. So this is build 2 of anything in white cities. See, the cities have all got different colours on them. So it doesn't matter what we're building, we just want them to be in white cities. As soon as I've done 2 of those, I've got the chance to turn that contract in, and I can get myself a level 1 technology. I've got a bit of a better view here of my technology tree. It's gone sideways. So there are 4 of these in the game, and each player gets one. The bot doesn't, but we'll talk about him later. He cheats in all sorts of different ways. So we have this technology tree. When you unlock a technology of a particular level, you will slide in that tile, and you've either got an immediate benefit, or you've got a benefit for the rest of the game. So a lot of these abilities on A are, when you do something, get a bonus. So this is to do with putting mines or turbines out. I haven't got any of these bonuses yet, but it's stuff that I can be thinking about. So mines and turbines are both on the rewards for these achievements. I can start getting extra uranium when I put mines and turbines out. Maybe those things are going to work together nicely. This is for energizing buildings. A good thing to do if you've got access to a lot of mines, turbines, and uranium. We've got some immediate things like this is build a building at a big discount, and there's more stuff that we can get later. The big level 3 technology, so there's a big immediate thing. This is quite big because it lets you build something at a discount, but also you can ignore where you build it. Usually you have to build things in your network, which we'll get to, but this lets you ignore that rule. So that's something I can be trying to shoot for as well. This is a big endgame scoring thing. This wants me to have built in a lot of different cities. So if I can build just anything in 9 different cities, kind of tough to do. You'd want a big network for doing that. I get myself 21 points at the end, which is a nice chunk, but the scores, like, you'll need some points from a lot of other stuff. But if you've built in all of those cities, chances are you can get points in all sorts of ways. That's just kind of a look at the stuff that's going on. It's a lot, yes, but it'll be smooth, don't worry. So what can you do on your turn? We've talked about recharging. I'm not going to do that because it would be a waste. I could do it straight away if I wanted to. Get myself some extra money, some extra workers. But I want to have at least played a tile. So we have these slots at the top of our player boards. As long as you have got an empty slot at the top of your player board, you can play one of your action tiles to it. At the start of the game, all I've got are the 4 action tiles that relate to the technology board that I've got. And I have got this wild card. So this means I could do any of the main actions at a 1 discount, but it's just a single action tile. So I can put one of these at the top of my player board and do everything that's on it. So there are main actions and there are bonuses like just get some workers and some money, progress along certain tracks. So I can do that. I can put a tile up there, do the actions on the tile, and before or after you've done any of the actions, turn in a contract. So we definitely want to do that after I've got 2 things out in white cities. Another use for the tiles is, on the other side of them is rail. So we can put tiles out to connect up these cities, and you want to match up colours to do this really. So looking for a good example here, if I was to place, say, this action tile out here on the board, by matching the colours, you also get to take the actions. So not only am I putting a rail out there that I can use, I'm expanding my network. My network is all of the cities that I am connected to through these rails and through having things on the city. You don't have to build adjacent when it comes to the rail. This is how you expand your network, and you can just go off in completely different segments if you want. You don't have to match up the things, but you want to match stuff up. Some of the connections down here want 2 rails to be complete. You can only do 1 at a time. On the other side of the board that's for 3 and 4 players, there's some 3-size tracks as well, but you're never going to have to worry about them. So you can just put them above your board, you keep the tile, but you don't get it back till you recharge. You can put it out as a rail as well, get actions if you match the colours, but that tile's gone forever, as is a worker that has to stay out on there. But then you've connected things up. Great for if you want to recharge things, because to recharge these buildings, they want a particular amount of energy, and you want to connect them to a power plant, and at the start of the game, before we've got mines and stuff, coal, which is kind of cheap at the start of the game, but it's going to get very, very expensive. So an early thing to do might be, hey, there's a coal power plant right here. There's 2 neutral buildings here, and here's some coal from outside. You could just put some rail down here, and in a future turn do some energize. It takes a lot of energy to do this, and coal just provides 1 energy each. But that could be something early on to do. Only requires 1 rail and then an energize action, and you could pay 4 money, flip this over, get yourself a worker, and move 3 on your worker track. That's something you could do, but you'd kind of be locked up here with your network. I'd best take an action, so I'm just gonna blather forever. So thinking about get stuff in white cities, and turbines are good, mines are good. I'm drawn kind of down here because Plauen is the Nucleum city. There are no neutral things really down here though, so it would take a lot of rails to connect things up. To put stuff out, there's only 1 space in Plauen as well. So at the start of the game, when I want to put these urban tiles out or turbines or mines, I have to place them in my network. Right at the start of the game, I don't have a network, so I can place them anywhere. But as soon as I've placed something, that's a network, and I'm kind of tied to the city that I started in until I put rails down, because the rails can go anywhere and start expanding your network in a different way. So I would like towards just getting this, I'd like to go towards just getting this done, because as soon as I've got 2 things out in white cities, I could flip this over, get a level 1 technology, and then start getting rewarded for putting things out, for energizing things. Yeah, that could be something quite good to do. And it's just something to give you a start as well. So why don't we start like this? This tile over here is build a public building, build an urban building, and construct one of these. You can see the symbols apply on the sections as well. So build one of these tiles, build a turbine or a mine. That'd get 2 things out straight away. If I want to kind of commit to Plauen down here, I have to pay 2 extra to put a building out, and the cheapest building costs 2. So it would be all of my starting 4 money. I'm getting Marty bucks out. I had a little look at this. I was mentioning the Heavy Cardboard playthrough. I had a little watch of the Heavy Cardboard playthrough, and it made me think, why am I not using these all of the time? Why are they just sitting there? You can see the Baron's not allowed to use the Marty bucks. He's using the actual coins if you want to look at them. So I could just get that out, because anything from here, turbines and mines, cost workers rather than money. So I do start with 2 workers. I could put one of those out. And you know, energizing over here will get you... It requires 3 energy. It will get you a level 1 technology is what I think I was going to say then. Oh, it's so tough just to get started. Of course, we don't have to start there. Just because it's got Nucleum in it, the Nucleum doesn't really have an effect until we've built a mine. Even until we've got some turbines and stuff out. We could just go like for a more central location here. The bot has started all the way in the corner here. They get a building out to start the game with. They've started out in Leipzig over here. So maybe they're going to be running towards that. They're not really bothered though. They just want to, the bot just wants to really aggressively make a network wherever possible. And we'll just spread out as fast as possible. We could get some new tiles to get some more like exciting effects. I don't know about putting out industrial buildings. There's a contract for that that'd get you a little bit of a reward. That'd be nice early. And it only costs 5 to put a level 1 and a level 2 building out. It'd take me a few actions to do it. I was thinking putting things out in white cities. Been a bit unlucky actually. Bautzen is full because it got a place blocked off and a public building went there. There's only building spaces in Leipzig. There's only turbine spaces in La Chute. The only place there's a mix is in Ploughan, but it's going to cost all of my money. Should I do it? I'm just going to do it. Let's see how it turns out. I'm not going to put a rail out because putting a rail out costs me a worker, and it's the action tile is gone forever. And something I've been burned by in one of my games, and it even tells you in the rulebook, don't do this. Be wary of putting tiles out as rails gone forever that you haven't got any more tiles with that action on, because you're locking yourself out of the action, especially if it's not in the display of tiles you can potentially get in the future as well. I did that thinking, big risk, big payoff. There was no payoff. It was daft, but it felt good for the turn or two when I did it. So let's do those things then. There are like player aids as well, reminding you of how the flow of each action goes. There's a lot of actions, there's a lot of choices, there's a lot of things you can do in here. Just make sure that I'm getting all of the bits, but it's basically get a tile from your player board. So we could think about getting an industry on it. Seeing there's a contract for having 2 industry things out. That's one of them. Costs me 2 here, costs me 2 here. So that's a bit pricey. That's all of my money gone. Okay, so that's my urbanize. Pay the cost of a building, pop it out. Don't have to go from top to bottom. It's up to you, up to what you can afford, what you think you can energize, the reward that you want. The rewards they're all like the same kind of reward. So here it's all technologies, here it's all moving around your money income track, here it's moving up your worker income track. The bottom one of each, as well as some movement. The bottom one here, rather than technology, it lets you move any 3 of your tracks. They all give you like a static amount of points, but the bottom one gives you points for every one of that type that you've put out. So it can help to focus with one type a lot as well. So industrialize, put a turbine or a mine out. I could, if I wanted to, pay 2 workers for one of these. So I can't put a mine out here. It's going to be a turbine. The advantage of putting a turbine out, it will let you transport more uranium to Nucleums once we've got that kicked in. And if other people use yours, you get some money. Downside in a solo game, the Baron, the bot, never uses your turbines. So it would just help us. So that's their main use. But they also unlock a power for you. And this power in particular is when you are energizing, when we're flipping these buildings and sending energy to them, it's one of the actions that we can take. When we energize, our total cost of coal is 1 discount. So that's it. I could power a 1 building for free. This one down here is special to the technology board that I've got. So I got technology card A. This is turbine power A, slotted into my player board. Similar thing, my total cost of coal is discounted by 2. It's additive as well. So if I got both these turbines out, total discount would be 3. And these down here are when you energize, your total energy, you basically get 2 free energy or 1 free energy. There is a bonus as well for if you can get the pair of mine and turbine out in a line. You get some points, or all the way down the bottom here. If you can find the workers to do this early, you could get one of your really powerful level 3 technologies unlocked right at the start. I think I've spent all my money. I do want to just spend all of my workers because that would be 2 discount on coal. I would only need to find 1 money and then I could do a nice energize. But I think let's not get rid of everything. Let's just use 1 worker to put this 1 turbine out. So he can go back to the supply, and I'm going to put that there as well. It's the only place I can put it, actually, because as soon as I've put that down, that's my network. Until I put some rails down, I'm a bit limited to where I can build more things. Luckily, I've got a worker, I've got tiles, I can put rails out. So after I've done the actions, I can complete a contract, and this is why I did this, really. I have put 2 things, I've built 2 things in these cities. So these are the symbols for all 3 of the things here. I've done that so I can unlock a level 1 technology. So what I like, whenever you put mines or turbines out, get a uranium. Whenever you energize something, get a money. Or I could build at a 2 discount. That would have been something to think about. But I had a build action anyway. So they're the ones that are level 1. There's level 2, there's level 3s. I think, what about when we energize buildings, we get a money? That's what I'm going to go for. Yes. A lot of AP. Yeah, I think especially to get started, and especially because, like, I'm trying, but there's no one waiting for me, is there? I know you're waiting for me, and I am very aware of trying to do something. But yeah, there's so much that you could do here. Like, it's very tempting to just go up into this corner here. There's neutral buildings that could give you a big boost if you just get them connected up. Like, just put a rail down there, do an energize action, pay your starting 4 money to get those 4 coal, which will provide 4 energy to this. Get it flipped. You get a worker now, 3 workers, 3 movements along your worker track, and 4 achievement stars. It's a great start. I'm kind of annoyed that I haven't done that now, but I'm doing stuff. Right. So I've done my turn now. That is, do one of the actions, and yeah, we'll see how the bot gets on. Yeah, AP analysis paralysis. Me umming and ahhing and thinking about stuff. I have played this 3 times, well, twice, 3 times now, only solo. This is like, we thought initially from looking at the rules and stuff, Rach thought it wouldn't be a game for her, and I could tell her after playing it once she was correct. There's a lot going on here. Right, so the bot, let's go with him. Let's get my little player aid up. There is also one on the back of the solo rulebook that's quite nice. It's just, that's not on my screen right now. There's a nice one made by Spin on BGG. It's helping me out a lot. Just condenses it. I can have it right in front of my face here. So, on the Baron's turn, can we have the Baron's area slightly bigger, please? The Baron has got the D technology tiles. Just randomly, he gets like a technology just the same as I did. He gets 2 random non-basic tiles. The tiles that are available in this game, there's 20 basic ones, and in a 2-player game, which is what we are simulating, there are 10 non-basic ones, all shuffled in, all up for grabs. Out of all the ones that didn't make it into the game, the Baron gets 2 of them, shuffle them all up, that's his track in a particular order, well, shuffled all up, and that is now their order. This one here, he will never use this. Like, for us, it's do any one of the actions as a 1 discount. For him, it's called the stop block, and it's going to make a difference to what his turn is. So, on the Baron's turn, is the first tile a stop block? No, it isn't. Has he got a money or a worker? Yes. If any of them things are true, if the first one was that tile, or he didn't have workers or money, he would recharge. Neither of those things are true, so we roll his die, and he's going to pick a tile. He picks tile number 1 from left to right, and we can look at this tile. First of all, he wants to try and aggressively complete rails. So, first of all, he thinks, is there a rail line that's size 2 that he can complete and match at least one of these colours? Now, in this case, this colour's white, this is any of the colours. So, if I, on my turn, had started a rail 2, he would get right in and complete that to get in on the bonuses. There's points available, there's matching actions and stuff. He would want to be in on that, and it expands his network and makes things easier for him. So no, there are no size 2 rails started, so he can't complete one. Next, can he complete a rail line that's only size 1 that matches both of these colours? The answer to that is probably, because he's got a multicoloured tile. So all we have to do is, can he connect a white city to any other city through one rail link and match both these colours? Yes, he can. So when there's loads of these options, we flip one of his logic cards, and he's after connecting the lowest numbered city up. Some of the cards say highest as well. This helps you make all sorts of decisions for when he's taking actions as well, which he might well do in a minute. So looking at the cities, he could connect a white city to Grimmer, which is number 4. He could connect a white city to Dresden, which is number 3. Zittau is number 5. They're not 1 links. Chemnitz is 13. Zwickau is 17. So he is going to connect to Dresden, I think, because it's got the lowest number on it. So he arranges them so the colours will match. This costs one of his workers just the same. And there is a priority order in the way that he wants to do things. Any kind of like little bonuses like this that aren't actually actions, he does at the end. But he doesn't get these like track movements and stuff. He will get kind of points replacements instead. So all we need to know is urbanize is his top priority, actually. He's going to urbanize. So for this, he pays a money. And looking at the card we've already drawn, this is his priority for what he's going to build. So he's going to build another residential. That's his top priority. He can do it. He's got one left. So he takes the top one from the stack. The order they are in the stack is 1, 2, 4, 3 for solo. Just because it is. So he's paid his money. He takes this tile and we choose a city in his network. Where is his network? He started in this city, so that city's in his network. He's just put this rail down, so these two cities are now in his network as well. He could build in any of them. Bautzen is full, so he's not building in there. He could build in Dresden, he could build in Leipzig. It's got the yellow residential icon, so he needs an available space with that icon in. Both of those have got that. So his priority, he wants a city that's connected to a Nucleum power plant. No, he hasn't got anything like that. He wants a city that's connected to another power plant. No, nobody has put any other rail lines in, and he hasn't connected power plants up. He wants to put it in Praha. Praha down here is a multicoloured city. So loads of stuff can benefit off of that. And points that your energized buildings are worth at the end of the game are doubled in Praha. So, no, he can't choose there. There's nothing in Praha that he's got a choice. He wants to go somewhere where he doesn't have an urban building. Dresden, then. So that's our choice made for it. He would put it in one of these spaces. There is a friendly rule in Nucleum that when you're putting a building down, if a single icon place exists, you put your thing there rather than blocking off the double opportunity. He doesn't pay for things. We don't have to worry about any of that stuff. He puts it on there. Priority single icon, then double icon, then he would go for a red space, which anything can go there, but it costs 2 money to go there. That's his last priority. He doesn't want to, he wants to take up the easy free spaces for you. So he's done that, and then his other icon is, I'll make sure I don't forget anything here. His other icon for us would be move your income marker 1 space along the points track. He hasn't got an income marker, so instead he gets 3 points. So he is on the board. He's put a new public building down. He's put a bit of rail down and expanded his network. And, he's done something quite not that interesting. He's connected Bautzen up now. So when you do an energize action, you can only energize your own or the neutral buildings. You don't energize other players. You have to move the coal to a power plant and then to a city that is connected by rails. So the power plant's still not connected. One of these would need to be connected up. But now you can use other people's rails to transport the coal. So, that's something to think about. But if I spend my turn putting a piece of rail down here, watch him energize like next turn, which he could do. He's got a 1 in 4 chance that. Well, actually, it's not quite 1 in 4 because this die has, I think, 1 twice, 2 twice, then 3, 4. So he's got a 1 in 3 chance of energizing, hasn't he? Okay. I think that's all of his stuff. It's just like, it's like this anytime, especially with like a heavier game. There's such a big kind of info dump and making sure I'm not forgetting all of this stuff. Later on, it goes quicker. What my words. And I would class this as a game where there's a bit too much going on for me. You sweating over a hot noodle? Oh, the difficulty setting. Yes, I'm not playing with any of them. But there is a section in the rulebook where you can, if you are already great at this, There are loads of ways. All of David's solo modes do this. There are loads of ways that you can make him much, much, much harder. He's pretty tough already. Or I'm pretty rubbish at the game. I haven't scored that much. Choose 3 aspects of the game and take them out. Is there still a coherent, playable game? What do you mean aspects? Which bits? I don't know if you take 3 out. I think you could take 1 out. I think if you're geared to... I play a lot of Euro games. But yeah, keeping track of all of the different bits is a bit much for me. I've usually kind of forgotten about the achievements or these endgame tiles or the contracts or the action things that are available. There's usually something completely slipping my mind. And I'm like trying to keep on top of the rules bit rather than the strategy bit. How do people enjoy Euros? They're the best. Well, they're the best for being Euros. It depends, like, if you want to be told an exciting story, Euros aren't usually the place to come to. Oh, this should go away now. This should be in my you've done this pile. This spot's now available. If I get contracts, I can get a little bonus as well. So, it's my turn again, isn't it? I've got to make a decision now. So, if I want to energize something, getting a bit of money would be nice. So, I've got a couple of options for that. I could use this tile. Get myself a worker or 2 coins. The top section is develop, which is get new tiles. They cost money though. So, coming up here, you can have, there is 1 tile available for free. That's a energize 2 things tile. It's quite nice. And one of them you get an extra energy for. It's all right. Wouldn't be my first choice out of all of this. Everything else costs money, which I don't have right now. I could take that 2 money first, but getting the money and then spending it on tiles defeats the object of get money so I can do energizing and pay for coal. When you do the develop action, you can take 2 tiles as well. If you pay, you can see where my finger's kind of hovering over there. You can pay 2 money to take a second tile and then pay whatever that one costs. The tiles only refresh after you've taken everything. So both the ones you want have got to be there. So that's something we could do. I don't know about that though. That's energize. I want to save that. That's just do anything as a 1 discount. As a 1 money discount. So industrial. So is it industrializing? Yes, industrialize. So industrializing, it wouldn't actually give me a discount on, would it? That costs me workers rather than money. And all I could do with industrializing is put a turbine out there, because I'm limited to here until I put rails out. So I don't want to do them. This one is what I'm kind of leaning towards. So move on my money income track. That's nice. And this is get contracts. So if I get a contract, I can have one of these bonuses. 2 achievement stars, a uranium, be rubbish because I haven't got a mine to keep it in, a worker, or 2 money. I think that's what I want to do, and then maybe next time we energize. But if I energize, I won't have the money to... This is pay a money and move any of your markers up. Let's think about that later. Right, let's do that then. So, do I want to put a rail down with it? Oh, this is my only way of getting a contract. And this action is not up there, so I shouldn't place this as a rail. Could connect this up though, and there's somewhere I could build my second industrial thing. No, I shouldn't get rid of it. So move along the money income track. Easy. I now get 5 money when I recharge rather than 4. Then, get a contract. So there is an array of contracts. You can't quite see them all in one camera shot. The purple ones are difficult. You can just achieve these. You don't have to have them in front of you. Have all 4 of your mines out. Have 6 things built in green cities. Have completed 8 contracts. They are very lucrative, very powerful. There's only 3 available each game. Not getting any of them done. I can take a silver or a gold one. So the gold one's available. Have 5 contracts completed. Have all 3 turbines out. Well, 3 of your 4. Have turbines out is a endgame scoring thing. So that could be something to think about later. This is have a government building out. Your government buildings are any level 4 building. have 2 industrial buildings out. Well, I'm halfway there, and this would unlock a level 1 thing. I would just need some money and to be connected to another city. I think I'm going to take that. So I could get 2 achievement stars, but I think I am going to get 2 money, and we'll perhaps energize next time. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want cardboard money. I've got Marty bucks. I think that's what I'm going to do. I can't achieve the contract because I haven't done it yet. So, yes, get rid of his card. And we'll see what the Baron's going to be up to. Do you think Euro games are like homework? They're a different kind of fun. I like, well, I wouldn't say I like all games. I really dislike a lot of games. But I have achieved true enlightenment. I am playing heavy Euro games and utter dice fests alternately. Who enjoys homework? I think even the people that said they enjoyed homework were lying. My favourite Euro? Gallerist, maybe? Gallerist solo. Maybe Gallerist, maybe Agricola. It might be Kanban, like multiplayer. I can't remember. Full-on favourite. Am I reeling off elements? Right, let's see what the Baron's up to. His 2 things are still not true, so he's not going to recharge. I'm trying to remember which one of his buttons are. I should really put writing on those buttons. So his stop thing isn't number 1. He has workers and money, so he's going to roll his die for an action. He's going to choose tile number 3. Can he complete a size 2 rail? No, because nobody started one. Can he complete a size 1 rail that matches orange to anything? Yes. There's a billion options for this. So he is looking for the highest numbered city. So we could connect an orange to number 7, number 4. No. We could connect an orange to 15 or 12. That's looking good. He could connect an orange to 17. Okay, so that's the new winner. Connect an orange to 2. Connect an orange to 17. Okay. So here or here connects him to number 17. I guess the orange is 6, the orange is 13. He would connect here, I think. Let's just go wild and say he would. So he's connected both colours up, so he gets both the actions as bonuses. And the order in which he takes them, he takes the industrialise before the contract. So let's go for it. So when he industrialises, similar to when he puts buildings down, he needs to pay a money. So he isn't paying the costs of things like we have to. He just has to pay a money for certain actions. That's kind of his... doesn't just represent individual coins like us. It's just his kind of ability to do those actions. So he's paid a money. He's got a turbine or a mine. Which one does he build? The card tells us. Some cards just tell us one thing and say build that. This card tells us build the one that he's got the least of. He's got the least of both of them. I'm going to say that turbines first, but I don't know if he can put either of them down actually, because his network right now consists of here, this mine space is blocked off, these 2 cities, this city, which hasn't got mine or turbine spots, and these 2 cities, no mine or turbine spots. So I don't think he can do that. So I think he's just got to skip that. Bad choice. Contracts. So he takes a contract tile. It's before his first recharge action. Let's go back to the... I need to refill the board. Have 6 achievement stars. That's not a million miles away, really. Well, they're only silver contracts. Before his first recharge, he will take silver tiles. Which one does he want? The one that would get him the most points. He converts, like, movement on tracks and stuff. He ignores all benefits, apart from points, and he converts tech levels to points as well. So this is worth 1 point to him. This is worth 4 points. He takes that. He takes the highest scoring one, he puts it up there. If he already has 3 contracts, he just gets some money instead. He gets the points. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's it. He couldn't industrialise, I think I'm right in saying. Oh yes, he should get his money back, thank you. Because he didn't do the action. Done that, and he did the contract, flip that over, pop his worker on it, boom. I think the AIs have to cheat because they're making kind of informed decisions, especially like when you get to a David Tortzi one where they've got flowcharts and stuff and they're making some decisions, but they still need to get around they can just get trapped in a loop, can't they, otherwise, of, oh, he hasn't got money, he doesn't do anything this turn. He's cheating. Oh, the bot. Yeah. Cheating all the time. So he's done his thing. And he gets closer to recharging because he's putting his tiles out as rails, but he is expanding his network and gobbling up these size 1 rail places. You think maybe I should put one out, but I think I do want to go and get tiles, but I don't really like the tile that's free. I could. Now, the free tile that lets me energize 2 things isn't particularly great for me. Now, let's energize. I've been talking about it. I'll show it off. But I need to energize with a 1 discount, don't I? So I want to energize my thing. So my city over here, it's next to the coal export. So I can put coal here. And we've got a power plant. So power plants can power things. This one could take Nucleum. So I could, if I was to take an energize action, pay 3 money. A coal provides 1 power to a building. This building needs 3 power. I could flip it over. I get 2 points at the end of the game. I would move my income marker 1 space, and I would get 3 achievement stars. So that's a nice thing to be able to do. So that would cost me 3 money. I only have 2, but I do have my discount of 1 that I just permanently have now for coal. So it would cost me my 2 money. The downside of that is I wouldn't be able to do the other side of this action. So I was thinking maybe I would do this instead. Just do the energize at a 1 discount, and then it would only cost me 1, and I'd have a money spare for something else later. But maybe we delay it. Get some new tiles, and then I'd be more free to put stuff out as rails. I don't have to put stuff out as rails. I probably want to, because otherwise I'm just, like, stuck in this city where I can't place anything else. Let's develop. I could recharge as well and get my tiles back. So do I want a worker or 2 money? I want 2 money. Back up to 4. And then develop. I could spend a bit up here. Probably don't want 2 tiles. But what about this over here? Energize as if you had 1 extra energy and industrialize. Industrializing is what I want to do. It's just that the sides are purple and purple, so connecting them up as rails for actions isn't very good. And the other part of the sentence. And I can't... The only industrialized thing I can do is turbines, which isn't actually too bad. I'd get a bigger coal discount then as well. But I would need 2 workers to put that out. So what if you had the money? What if you had the worker instead of the money? Because you won't need as much money when you've got this. Okay. So that costs me money. I can only buy 1. That goes into my supply. Burning through the... I should have chosen get a uranium every time you put mines and turbines out. I'm wasting that opportunity. Maybe I just never get that. So I get a worker instead as my bonus. And I've bought 1 tile. Buying another would cost me 2 plus the cost of the tile, so I can't afford to do that. Just refresh with a new one out there. This is get a contract and double the bonus when you pop it down. You think of Star Trek every time I say energize. That can't be by accident. David loves Star Trek. I don't know about Simone. Right. I need to refill that contract space from some point. I've done my 2 things, haven't I? We've got a vague plan. And vague are as clear as my plans get in this. That's not in the front. He's still got some money and workers, so he is not recharging. He is going to do action number 1, and he does urbanize first. So we need a card to tell us which type he wants to build. He's going for his level 4 at this stage of the game. He is. So we know what he's building. He wants to build something connected to a Nucleum power plant. No. Connected to any power plant. Nope. He's not put rails down that do that yet. Praha, no. Where he has no urban building. That's going to be one of these two, isn't it? He hasn't got one in there, but that's full. He's got one on each of them, so he's going to be building in one of these. You can't put residential in there, so that's going to go there. Easy. So that's that done, and he needed to pay his money for it. I got one worker, 1 money left. Oh, I haven't decided where this is going, have I? Can he complete a level 2? No. Can he connect green to white and get both bonuses? I'm looking at there. Green to white, that's 2. Yes, he can pop that down. So does that change the connections that he can make now? Because there's something connected to any power plant. He'll put it there. Because now he's got the potential to energize this. He's just connected stuff up to power plants. We need to get energizing. We can energize that public building. Because I think he'll try and do that before us. I could definitely afford that. That only costs 1 energy. Ooh, this is going to be great. Right. So, he's done his urbanize. Then his other thing is develop. So just like us, he is going to... Oh yeah, he's not giving away things that he hasn't got, has he? Thanks, Sasha. No, he's got that, he's got that. I don't think I've made that mistake previously. No, he's got one of them. That is true. When he's deciding, I'm missing a step. It hasn't affected it before now, but he will not get rid of a tile if it's the last one with an action on it. And this is his last urbanize and develop. So he doesn't place it as rails. He puts it at the end of his queue instead. So he will build it down there, and he's not connected to that to a power plant. Okay. Plan remains. So develop. He takes up to 2 action tiles in this order. The cheapest tile that has an action he only has 1 of. I think he's given away tiles, so he's only got 1 of everything now. He's only got 1 energize, so he's going to take this double energize. That could be a bit scary. Where's my chat scrolling? Keep it at the bottom, please. Where's my thing gone? Is there anything else? He's only got 1 develop, so he'll take that. These go, I don't know why I'm putting them there. These go at the front of his queue in the order gained. I mean that at the front and then that one? Or does it mean you gain that first, so put that at the front and then put that at the front? How much difference that's going to make. Right. Refresh these. Then. That's his turn. Okay, plan. Continues. Energize. And urbanize. Oh yeah, we want that, don't we? We're not building rails with this. Still not built any rails. So urbanize. I've got 2 workers. Industrialize, I mean. Urbanizes the buildings. Industrializes the stuff. Let's get a turbine out. I can only afford the one that costs 2. But this is going to make coal 3 cheaper for me. I could get energizing some expensive things with that. It cost me 2 of those things to get out. And that's just that. I've got another turbine out. Great. So looking at energizing this, yeah, we can see all of this in here. So we don't have to worry about any kind of nuclear plants because I haven't got any nucleum. I haven't got any mines with uranium in them. Uranium you can transport like coal, but it comes from your mines. Each plant can take 1 uranium each, plus 1 for every turbine that you want to use, but you've got to pay other players to use their turbines. It's not going to be an issue in here because, well, actually, I could pay to use his turbines. He gets points. But we can just use good old-fashioned coal here. I can use coal in it, right? Even though it's, got nucleum in it. It's still just a power plant, isn't it? So each coal provides you, and uranium gives you 2 energy each cube, so it's a lot more efficient, especially when you are trying to energize something that wants 12 energy going to it. So it wants 3 energy. That would cost me 3 coal. I don't need the free energy, do I? This gives me energizes if you had 1 more energy than you needed. Well, I needed 3. They each cost 1. They will get more expensive, so that discount's going to come in really handy. I could also pick this neutral one instead, because... Oh no, it's not connected through these rails. It's connected to the coal, but you can't connect through these coal yards, because they're coming from far and wide. And I'm just thinking I could have done this instead, but then I wouldn't have the turbine and wouldn't have that 2 discount, so it wouldn't work. We're just going to have to waste a money of discount, I think. So we only need 2 coal, because I've got the extra energy from that. I can buy 2 coal, so these flip over now. These coal cost 2 each. And then they'll go up again and cost 3 each. That never goes away. Can always cost 3. So I only needed 2 coal because that provides me 1 energy. I have put 3 energy in this building. It flips over and I get to advance my money marker again. I'm going to get 6 when I recharge. 2 points at the end of the game. Anytime it's the points with the purple on top, that's the end of the game. Green, it's right now. And I get 3 achievement stars, which is good. You want some of them when you're recharging. And I've still got money and stuff, should I need to do anything. So that's quite good. I don't know what I'm going to do next time. I might need to recharge. Only got a bit of cash. So we've energized that. Make sure I've got all of the bits right. Energize. Yeah. That's a power plant. Yeah. It's okay. We're all connected up. We can do that. And when you energize a building, I know I'm in the way of what I'm pointing at here. When you energize a building, get a money. So we're back up to $2. Baron. He's got money. His stop block's been pushed back because of the tiles that he's gained. So he is going to have a turn. And he is taking tile number 4. Is this... I think this should be earlier in the... flowchart. Is this the last tile with that action on it? Yes, it's his last contract tile. So he's not going to put it out as a rail, because then it saves you looking around where all the rail stuff is, unless I'm missing something with why that steps first. He's going to do the 2 things on it still. He's just not putting any rails out. I'm losing my voice. This will be fun, isn't it, for the next probably 2 hours. The contract, we know about them. It's before first recharge, so he gets a silver one. This one's worth 3-4 points. That's just worth 1. So he's going to take this. Would have been have 4 cities in your network. But he gets 4 points for that instead. That's his second contract. And then his other thing is move 1, advance 1 on your worker track. For him, that is gain a worker. We should talk about game endings and have a drink. The game has 5 ways that can trigger the end. In the solo game, if 2 of these flags get put out, it's going to trigger the end of the game. Or if the Baron has recharged 3 times, that will trigger the end. We get 1 more turn and the Baron just energizes twice on his last turn. So the ways that the game end can be triggered. See if I can remember these. As soon as I get to 70 points, I don't think the Baron triggers this. If I get to 70 points, that's 1. Everything's got a flag on it that triggers it. Then, if this tile of actions gets depleted, that reveals a flag. Don't worry, it's not this many. There is another big stack to go on top of there. If both of these contract piles get depleted, that's a flag. How many is that? 3. If everyone has energized 3 times, that's a flag. I'm going to remember them all. Proud of myself. Get these stars back. And the 5th one, if a player, which is me because I'm the only player with one of these, you get, if a player completes all of their technologies, that's an endgame trigger. So there we go. If 2 of those things happen, it'll trigger the end, or if the Baron energizes 3 times. He didn't wait for me to do it. Okay, the Baron's just had his turn, hasn't he? So now it's our turn, and I've not got a plan. So Energizing, unless I used this to connect 2 cities up, and it would be a purple to a green if I want both the bonuses. I suppose if I want the purple bonus, because that's what does the Energizing. I suppose a thing to do, you wouldn't get the green bonus, but I could pop this up here. That's connecting a neutral building to a power plant. And with my 3 coal discount, to get 3 energy up there, it would cost me 4 right now. I could do that. Downside, it's losing a tile. Biggest downside, you need a worker to do that, and I haven't got one. But the other downside would be you wouldn't get that action because the colour doesn't match. But I haven't got a worker, so I can't put a rail down. So there's nothing activated to energize if I was to put this up here. So it's tempting to recharge. Is there an action I want to do with a 1 discount? Get another industry out, and then I could achieve that. And I could either get a uranium when I put a mine out. That wouldn't be bad to do. I could wait till later, though. If I recharge now, I'll get some money, I'll get some workers. I won't get any points because I haven't moved this up. And my achievement star would go on the 3, which isn't too bad, really. It's like you have to spend all of your achievement stars. You can go lower than what you've achieved, but 3 is enough to get me into the ×2 multiplier for this. I haven't put any of these buildings out yet. So I could just do that, but I would be quite far down when the king stores stuff in a minute. Getting that building out, getting the technology and stuff would be nice. So it's like, once I've got all of my stuff out, I want to connect to a place where I can put mines out and have the money to do it. Let's do it. He's nowhere near recharging. He's going to take ages. Right, so let's do that. I can't urbanize because my network, until I put rails down, my network consists of this city. And there is no space to put anything down. We're recharging. Okay. Knock everything off my table. Remember all the steps for recharging. There aren't that many. So first of all, get the stuff on your tracks. I'll stay zoomed out because then the corner bit ends in the way. So that's going to be 6 money. 2 workers. 0 points. Oh, I seem to have knocked his points off. He must be on 0. Put your leftmost milestone marker on the track up to the spot equal to how many stars you've got. Only got 3 stars, but that's fine. I'm the first person to go in here, and actually, the Baron never triggers this. In the multiplayer game, you have to be the first one here. Hey, I've unlocked a Nucleum. I can make one of these plants now a Nucleum plant, and they can carry Nucleum from the mines. Location doesn't really affect me very much right now, because I haven't really got any rails anywhere. Although I can use his rails if he connected to any cities. He hasn't, though. The thing that interests me, really, is the bonus. So I could get myself a worker, or I could get myself a uranium. I don't have any mines to store it, so that'd be a waste. Or I could get myself 2 money. Mines are going to cost me workers. And I've kind of got a bit of cash. I think we're going to make Grimmer a Nucleum, which gets me another worker. Boom. That's there. Put that out. Yes, yes, yes. Discard all your achievement tokens. Done. Retrieve all your action tiles from above your player board. So that is my turn. But now we've got some options again. I mean, it doesn't make a full link to anywhere yet, but this is purple and green. Oh yeah, I wouldn't have anything to energize. It would be something to link up so I can start getting mines out. Right, that would be nice, that connection. So I could put a mine out at no extra cost, because sometimes it costs money to go in like the red spaces. When you make a mine, because it's going to take me forever apparently, you get uranium in it equal to the number of mines you've built. And you've only got 4 mines. You get an extra one in there. And there are other ways you've seen of getting uranium too. How do you get more workers? When you recharge, you get workers. You got to move yourself along this track so you get more when you recharge. And certain actions like that action I did earlier got me a worker. And that was a bonus that got me a worker. Some of the buildings, when you recharge them as well, 2 neutral ones that are out right now, will get you a worker when you energize them. I think it will go 3 hours. I hope it doesn't go longer, because I need to do things. But I would be surprised if it's under 3 hours. Because it's been about that in non-streamed, in non-talking playthrough. Right, I've recharged. It's Baron's turn. He is not recharging. He's still got the goods. Is this his last tile with develop on? No, so it could go out as a rail. He can't complete a 2. There's no connections that connect a green city to a green city, so he can't complete a 1. But can he expand his network? This is when he will start size 2 rails. Can he extend one of his networks and match at least one side? So he could extend his network here to the center and just match one side. He's there. That wouldn't extend his network at all. It's how he would start building towards bits as well. Up here he could. And then he's connected to a power plant. I think he can expand his network and only match one side. So where would he want to match up to? Location, most matching sides, and then, of course, the logic card, highest number. So he could expand to Marienburg here, number 7, but Risa, I think that's the only other place. Oh no, this is green as well. He could expand to here, but that's only 5. Risa is 15. Which way does he place this? Because he's only getting one of the 2 actions. He wants to do it in his action priority order, which is urbanize, industrialize, develop, contract, energize, subsidize. So out of all these, subsidize is basically the stuff that he doesn't really care about. The moving on tracks, the getting bits of income. He does care about them and like them. But yeah, he wants, if possible, to match up actions. So develop actions, keep him going longer before recharging as well. So he's going to do that. He ignores like little bonuses like this is develop at a discount. He doesn't care about that. He's not paying for them anyway. So he takes up to 2 tiles first. Cheapest that has an action he only has 1 of. So he's putting this out as a rail, so he doesn't have that anymore. So suddenly develops an opportunity. He's going to buy that. Then, how many energizers he got? He's already got 2 of that. Contracts he's only got 1 of. So he gets that. Slide everything along. And I think that's that. So he only gets to do 1 thing. It's a pretty good thing, because another long time until he's recharging again. I think it's, from what people keep saying a lot, and I think David Tortsey said this as well, it's inspired a lot by Brass and Barrage and Concordia. I can't really remember Brass anymore. It's been so long since I played Brass. Not really our thing. And same goes for Barrage. We had a demo game at the Essen when it was like announced. But Concordia, I love. It's the spending stuff and getting your stuff back, I suppose, is the Concordia bit. Well, there is like having presents and stuff, but it's not the same. Okay, I've got all of my stuff back. So what if we put a rail out that connects things up, expands our network, and lets us energize? Now this would connect a neutral city to a power plant and coal, and we can get that energized, but the tile doesn't energize. So if you want full colour match, no, I don't think you're going to be able to do it. Down here, that's now connected. He's connected it up, hasn't he? That's what he just did. Okay, we want to energize. So right over here, I wish now I'd taken it. It was no good for me at the time, but the tile that energized twice, I could energize both of these. This is the priority, though. Let's energize and then industrialize. Unless I put this out as a rail, I can't industrialize anywhere because I've fenced myself in just in this one city. I need to put a rail down at some point. So what if we energize and then move a track along? That could just go up here. I do want to do my achievements. Yeah. I still get this 3 discounts. So pay 1 to move a track along. Let's go for workers. So still only get 2 for now, but the next movement will get me 3 workers when I recharge. And you want to kind of concentrate on a couple of them, the rulebook tells me, to kind of maximize your chances of getting points at the end. So that's me moving along a track. Then energize. You are connected up to coal and a power plant now. Don't have to be the rails are like communal for the purposes of transporting energy as soon as someone's built them. They just don't expand your network. That's why you want to build rails for yourself. So I can energize this. 4 coal up there, all costs 1 each because he's not energized yet. I get a discount of 3 to that, so it only costs me 1 money to energize that neutral building. So I'll do that, and I'd flip over all of this coal. Flip this over, and I get 4 achievement stars, a worker, and 3 along the worker track. Maybe I should have picked a different track now. So let's remember all of that. 4 stars. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's important that you want more stars because you can only go in each section once. Multiple people can go in the exact same space, but each of these individual sections you can only have 1 star in. There is a 0 where you can get a consolation prize. You can get a worker and 2 money, but you lose 3 points for every star you've got on 0 at the end of the game. So 4 stars, 1 worker now, 3 along this track, 1, 2, 3. 3 workers and a point when I recharge now. 1 more space is 4 workers when we recharge. I've got 4 workers right now. That's pretty nice. Yeah, great. Some energizing going on. I'm pleased with that. The Baron hasn't been spending money, so he can keep going. So first of all, is this his last develop icon? It's not. So he's willing to put this out as rail. Can he finish a 2? No. Can he finish a 1? Connecting green to orange somewhere in 1 go. There? Yes. So he's going to pop that down. This is his last worker though, so he's not going to be able to pop this. He's not going to be able to place any more rail until he recharges now, or he'll do something that gets him workers, I'm sure. So, first of all, he's getting more tiles. Calm down, mate. Right, takes up to 2 tiles. So, energize, he's already got 2 of. Urbanize, he's only got 1 of. He'll take that. Oh, that goes at the front. Energize, he's got 2 of. Develop, he's only got 1 of now, so he'll take that. Oh, front, not back. Yep. On the other hand, he's not energizing or industrializing, but it's not going to be recharged. Well, the lack of money and workers is going to make him recharge rather than his stop block getting to the front. It's the most rules-heavy game that I've played. Probably not. No. Steve looked it up last time. Is it 1862 that I played earlier this year? A proper full-on 18xx game. That's probably the most rules-heavy game that I played. I still really enjoyed it, despite probably getting half of it wrong. But at the end of the day, too much. On Mars, Visa Lacerda, I would say, is a bit more than this, but very similar, kind of splitting hairs in the difference. I would say similarly, I think this is a bit rules heavy for me. I can do it, but yeah, it's short in circuits. Did I take my money for energizing? I don't think I did. I get a money when I energize, thanks to my technology. Okay, they've just had a turn. I can energize that if I really wanted to. Oh, it would be free for me because the discount on all of that cold still. It would get me 2 coins right now and an achievement star. But unless I put this out as rails, I can't industrialize, and there's nowhere that wants double purple. I suppose like Praha could have your double purple in. Connecting stuff to Praha would be nice, but it's a bit hard to get power plants connected, I suppose. It costs 2 money to put a rail down there. But any buildings you put here, if they're energized, their points are doubled. So if you can get level 4s in there and get loads of buildings of that type out, you'll be rich. I do want this connected up. Have I got something that's purple and orange? No. I could start on this too. What do I want to give up, though? Maybe I want to develop so I get some tiles that... Did you get the thing? Oh, is it per colour? Oh, okay. I thought it was the section. I thought it was the segments. Oh, that makes it a bit easier then. So maybe I want to develop to get some more tiles, so I'm happier to give a tile up. And I could connect up, say, white to purple there. I could build something, but industrializing wouldn't help me because there's nowhere to industrialize anymore. What if the thing you bought would help you do something? Go on, let's develop. I've got the money. I could get a couple of things here. Worker or money? I think 4 workers, money. And then maybe we'll get 2 tiles up here. So what do I want? I can maybe see them on my screen better. Energizing and move along the points track. I can still kind of point at it. Just raise my finger a bit. Can't reach all the way over there. Achievement stars, nice to just be getting a few extra all the time. Industrialize and get an extra uranium. I am planning on building... Does that connect up purple to anything? I am planning on building a mine. And then get some good stuff built in the city that I connect to. That's tempting. So that's industrialize with a worker discount. Or get a worker and industrialize. Do cost a lot of workers. Oh, I want that. And that's purple and orange. That's perfect. And I would get a contract. I think that costs some money. So I'll pay that. I've still got 7 money. Do I want to pay 2? To put another one out? I kind of do. Tell you what, I'm going to pay 4. So I'm feeling a bit regretful out. I'm going to pay 2 to get another tile. I'm going to pay 2 to get this one. So I've got something else that will urbanize, because I've only got 1 tile that does that. And now I have got... Industrialize was the action that in my first game I put down as a rail, and then it never came up in them. Thinking, oh, it'll be no problem. That'll come about. Barely ever came up in the market, and when it did, he snapped it up. As if he knew. Now, though, I'm not making that mistake again. I've got a million of them. You can still do it through your question mark thing. Right. So I got things, and I chose money, didn't I, for that? Complete a thing, I haven't put it out yet. So he's still got a money, and his stop block is not at the front, so he will roll. And first of all, is this his last tile with urbanizing? No, he's got more. So, can he complete a 2? No, because no one started one. Can he complete a 1? White to anything? Yes. Can he complete a 1 and get both bonuses? Yes, 1,000,000 times, yes. So he wants to connect to the highest numbered city. So that would connect it to 4. That would connect white to 5. Is it the city he's connecting to, or the... This would connect him to city 12. So I suppose that's the number 1 candidate. What other white things? Oh, this... Oh, he's already in city 30, and that would connect him to 12. So I think it's here. I think that's where he goes. Oh, he isn't going to work it, though. He can't put it out as a rail tile. So, haha. He goes there, and this is a double urbanize. He's only got 1 money, so he can only do 1 of these. So, pays him money. Card tells us he's going to put a green out. Where's he going to put it? In a city connected to a Nucleum power plant. No. Oh, did he put this out? I got him his tiles. I didn't get him his 2 stars. What does he get for them? 2 points. See half finished turns. Where did he put this out? So, connected to a Nucleum power plant? No. Connected to any power plant? With space for a green. So these are all connected to power plants, but no space for a green here. He's here. That's not connected to a power plant, so no. Where he doesn't have an urban building. He's got one there. He hasn't got one there, but you can't put green there. He's got one there. He hasn't got one here. So there we go. I think. Yep. And then the second one, he hasn't got a coin, so he can't do it. And he's going to recharge next. We know it. Save your brain for Imperium Horizons. Oh, I'm going to be getting that. I'm excited. Played Imperium for a while. Probably. I think we did some more streams after that, but I remember doing a live stream with David Tortzi and him demolishing me at the game. Which, of course, he should. Co-designed it. I'm looking forward. I still haven't played Voidfall. It's a recent arrival for me. And it was close in the vote. What people want to see the most 100% get a playthrough. I'm going to try to do Voidfall and Earthborn Rangers. We'll see what time there is. December's a tough month to get stuff done in. I'll get the winner of the vote by only a few percent, front and centre, and then I'll do my best learning the others. I'm really excited about Voidfall. Right, what's going on? He's done his things, hasn't he? He's definitely going to recharge. So if I recharge right now, I would go in 0. The only reason I would want to recharge ahead of him is he always, when he recharges, puts his star 6 spaces above his old one. When a space is empty, so when both players have recharged enough, there's a king scoring. Person highest on this track gets 6 points, second highest gets 2 points. So if I was in a position to get higher than 7, or tie him even, I might want to recharge this turn to get the points that way, but I've only got 4. So I'm not going to recharge, and I've got most of my tiles. So I was thinking of putting stuff out, wasn't I? I think I want to connect these 2 first, the purple and the orange. I'm giving up my amazing tiles. This is kind of the beautiful decision of loads of games. Well, not loads, but some games do this, where you build up your beautiful, better action engine and have to tear it apart because you need rails out. But yeah, I'm going to put this out as rails. So I don't want to give up. There's nothing else with purple and orange on it. If you want both bonuses, it's got to go. Do it. Break my heart. Yeah. The other way around, of course. You get no bonuses. Put it there. So, contract. Contracts have we got available? Does that have energized 2 things? How would we track that? Or is it energize 2 of my things specifically? Have 2 energized buildings. I suppose that has to be mine. I can't have the public ones. I've got 1. That's probably not very far off. Have a government building. Probably not happening. Do 5 contracts. Have 3 turbines out. It's probably not really, really, really close. It's probably really close. It's just the problem with getting more turbines out is I've got to put my rails somewhere completely different to connect to them. Let's go for energize 2 buildings. I'm only 1 building away. Do I want a worker? A uranium or 2 stars? Uranium. Oh, right. I want to, when I build a mine, get a free uranium. But I need to unlock that technology by completing that contract by putting another industrial building out. But I don't want to put the rail here first because it lets me do an industrialize action when I can't do that. You're just going to have to not have the extra uranium then. Stick with the plan. You're doing it. You're not thinking about a different plan now. Stick with it. I don't want a uranium then. I want a worker or 2 stars. Kind of want 2 stars. I want to kind of be up here when I recharge. Yeah. Two stars. Go for it. Give myself a nice 5. 6 stars. Then. That's the contract. Industrialize. I'm going to build a mine. Now, these come out in a specific, they are put in this specific order. I want to get the expensive one. Because you get this out, you get this out. That's a level 3 technology that you can unlock. Big endgame scoring. Or you ignore... That's what I need to do. Get this level 3 technology out. When you build buildings, you ignore networks. You don't have to build it in your network. It's taken a while, but the epiphany came in the end. Downside is this mine can't fit as much uranium on it if you're getting bonuses from places. Go for it. You get a discount, so it costs me 2 instead of 3 because of the beautiful tile that I'm giving away. That'd be nice if they did some lovely upgraded bits. Unless you're at Disney World. That does sound pretty perfect. I mean, I haven't been to Disney World for... I've only been once in 2016. I don't think I was in the right mood for it. Universal, however, I love. You could also do industrialize first and use the contracts to get a uranium. Oh yeah, but the putting the mine down gets me because I want to do this one. It's a good thing that you could do. So I could have chose that option, but because the mine's only 2, the mine that I'm building to try and get this technology is only 2 size. I get 1 for building the mine and I get 1 for putting it on this space. So I'm going to do it, and I'm going to take the stars for now. That's done. I've burnt through everything. I need to build up workers again to put that turbine out and spread my network. But when that happens, that could open up some massive things. Will it? Or could you have just saved a load of workers and put a bigger mine out? You only get 1 uranium for your first, even if you put it on a plus uranium space. I thought it was uranium equal to your... Yeah, you gain uranium equal to the number of mines you have on the board, including the one you just built, plus the one on the space. Is that so exciting now? Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I can piggyback off the ridiculous number of rails he's putting down. I'm going to do it. Stick with it. Right, that's my action, isn't it? I've done the 2 things on it, I think. Yeah, I got a contract. I did the thing. He doesn't have money or a worker, so he's going to recharge. Let's get to that bit in the player aid. So he gets 4 money and 3 workers, if possible. Sorry, I've lost the money tokens. You're gonna have to just get nothing, mate. 3 workers, go on then. His milestone marker goes 6 spaces above his older one. Make sure it's usually just 6 above, but as we get to the top, he starts skipping numbers. He doesn't construct a nucleum or rewards because he has gone in that spot now, but he doesn't build this. Discard all of his contract tiles because, you know, when he gets 3 contracts, he stops getting more and gets money instead. At this point, he discards the contracts. Move the stop block to the end of the queue. Well, it's nearly there anyway. And look at that queue. He's been developing a lot. That's his turn. And it's back to Decision Boy. So, part of a future plan was put this out. I could build a building and industrialise. Problem now is, putting it here where I want to, I can't industrialise anywhere because there was only 1 mine spot in the place that I decided to go to. I mean, I have decided to start the game in this corner where all the blockers are, rather than a nice free space over here, but there were reasons for it, I'm sure. I could put this somewhere else, of course. I don't know that there's a good place to put a white to a purple. Oh, up here. You could connect that. You could put a turbine out there. Your problem there is you haven't got the workers to do it. You've already spent the thing that gets you workers. You could just put it out and not industrialise. You could just put it out and urbanise. It would cost 3, you've got 3, and then you could energise. Even using your uranium now. But I want the full effect of things. I mean, you could do like the discount thing, but the problem is I need the rail first. Getting more contracts isn't going to help. I think we're just going to have to take the hit. I don't need the discount on the building. I don't want to waste industrialise actions. But I think for the greater good, I should do it. I could develop again with a 1 discount. Why? What's that going to get you? Could have chose something else to connect them to up. I don't think I could. It was orange and purple. It was perfect. Connecting white to orange is no good. I suppose up there, that's connected to coal still, and you could do that neutral, but that's not you having 2 connected things, is it? Over here. Just do it. Forgo the action. Let's get this moving. I've got a worker still, so I can put a rail down. I can't urbanise because of the poor decisions I've made earlier, but I can urbanise. I can't industrialise, but I can urbanise. I remember I said the wrong thing there. I'm going to pop that there. It costs 3. I have 3. And I now have 2 industrial, 2 orange buildings out, so I get 2 points. I'm on the board, and I can have a level 1 technology. Do I want to build something else at a 2 discount? I kind of do, you know. Because I could build my green building, it's endgame scoring for getting those out, and energizing that gives me a level 1 technology, and then I could unlock the one that gives me extra uranium when I build mines or turbines. Yes. Yeah, 2 discount is fine, because it costs 2, so that's free. And it's the only way I can afford something. No, it's not. You can't, because he's gone in the free green spot. The green spot would cost you 2. You don't have 2 money. So, I'm not taking it all back. No way you're taking it all back. I mean, could have played the Urbanize at a 1 discount instead, but yeah, that was just for an orange. I could put a yellow out for free. just because there are other ways of getting that one bonus, or we just get the bonus for when you put mines and things out, because you could still get that one later and build it in other means. Yes, do that. I know I'm right in the way of it. When you build mines or turbines, you now get an extra uranium. Great. That should be long gone. It's one of the things that, from a video standpoint, I'm not happy with this. It's too wide. Too wide. A lot of games end up too tall, not considering, or too square, not considering widescreen. This I need like letterbox to be showing all this off properly. Have I done everything that I could? Yes, I've just done that. I've had a level 1 technology. I've had 2 points. That's redeemed. And I haven't energized twice yet. Done. Okay. Baron von Nucleum is picking tile 1. Is this his only recharge? No. Is it his only develop? No. So this could go out as a rail. Will it complete a 2? Nobody started a 2. And they are kind of lucrative doing 2s. When you complete a 2, you get 2 points, or you get two movements along your points income track for every worker you had. So if you could complete a size 2 rail thing yourself, 4 movement up that thing can rack up to huge points every time you recharge. So he can't complete a 2. Can he complete a 1 and get both bonuses? Purple to green. Here or here? Yes. Yes. So his priority, most matching sides, they'd all match 2. He wants to connect to the lowest numbered city. So adjacent to one of his own tiles. Top logic card primary tiebreaker, the lowest numbered city. He wants to connect to 7. Either of these would connect him up to 7. This would connect him up to 16 and 5. I'm not entirely sure how much that works. I'm going to connect to this. He wants to go somewhere that's adjacent to one of his own tiles. I suppose to like form more of a network. He's going to go there. That probably gets him my way a bit. Although it doesn't actually. It doesn't expand my network as such, but I can still go here, and then I can transport stuff from these mines all the way to this power plant, because they don't have to be my connections. We're saying he's going there. And he gets both bonuses, putting him there. Okay, Energize, I think, is the last thing that he does. So develop. Has he only got 1 of something? Energize, no. Industrialize, he's only got 1 of. So we'll grab that. Running out of space for these. Contract, he's got twice. Industrialize, he's now got twice. And that hasn't got a main action on it. So nothing that he's only got 1 of. The cheapest tile that appears in, the cheapest action that appears in the offer only once. Energize is there twice, so it's going to be this contract one. Now goes to the front of his queue. Fill them back up. And energize. This time he's energized, isn't it? So it costs him a money. Can he do this though first before you spend his money? Is he connected to a power plant? Yes. Through my connections, he is connected to a power plant. This building, or this neutral building, actually, any of these 3, any of these 2, because I've done 1. Okay, we've got things that are connected to a coal and or a mine belonging to the Baron. He hasn't got any mines yet. Connected to coal, though, both of those. His priority is a government building, a level 4 building. He's got a level 4 building, actually. Oh, that's annoying. For what I was going to do. So he flips that. The Baron chooses a power plant in their network over yours. Yeah, but the government building is a priority before then. It's the only government building out on the board so far. So he spends, because it was a level 4 building, he spends 4 coal. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Coal just got a lot more expensive. I do have uranium, thankfully, but he's just taken my really lovely cheap Energize and messed right with it. Sounds about right. But he's maybe connected me up now. I could energize this. In future now, that's connected up for me. You only do 1 per energize action, unfortunately. And that's what I want to do. Energize that. Oh, and it's an industrialize action. No, it's attached to an industrialize. You could do an energize without the extra energy, do it for a 1 discount, but only get 1 action. This tile, by the way, I don't think I've said before, this tile can't be placed as rails. Nothing on the other side of it. So how much would energizing cost you then? I want to energize my building that wants 5 energy. I get a 3 discount on coal, so I could basically have a free coal because I've got no money. So that works out. If I want to transport both of my uranium, if I want to spend both of my uranium, I can still do it. I think it's worth doing. How many stars would this give me? I've got 6. That would give me 11. In the ×4 section for having turbines out, I think that's decent. And we've got ways of getting uranium back. So, the way this, I think I've said this earlier. So you can transport 1 uranium to the Nucleum power plants, just for being you. Every additional uranium, there has to be a turbine there. So potentially you could move 3 uranium to this for an Energize. But you have to pay the person whose turbines they are. They're mine, so I'm totally fine with having this extra uranium. These provide 2 energy each. It wants 5 energy. I can buy a coal. I'll pay 3 for a coal, just so these don't go away, because they don't make it any cheaper for him. He just gets rid of them. He did energize, so he should spend that money. Because I get a 3 discount on coal. I think I can do that. I don't know if I have to buy the cheapest coal. Does it say? I don't think so. Just the total you spent on coal is discounted by that much. I'm going to go for 3. That's energized. Flip that over. A shame, actually, because I've got a 1 discount, but it didn't cost me any money. Maybe you might as well have played this, hadn't you? And keep that for something else? Nah, be fine. I'm probably going to have to recharge anyway, because I've got no money. So I get 5 stars, 4 points at the end of the game, and 2 along the income track. I'll get 8 money now when I recharge. Probably on its way. You're not limited to 3 recharges, by the way. We've got more stars. It's just that that's potentially one of the triggers for the end of the game. Oh, I didn't. When he recharged, he left this empty, so we should do a king's scoring. Who's at the top of this lead gets 6 points. That's him. Who's second can also be the same person. It's me. So I get 2 points for being in second. That should have happened when he recharged, after he did all of his recharge business. That should be revealed. I have 2 yellow buildings. Okay, I think I've had all of the stuff from there. I've got 11 stars now. That's quite nice. That's it. I'm just getting 1 action from that. He's got stuff. His stop block is at the end, so he's not stopping. Is this his only contract tile? No. Can he complete a 2? No. Can he complete a 1? Orange to green. I feel like that's possible. Oh no, he's done both of them. He's done that one. No. Can he extend his network and match one of the colours? I'm sure he can. He's got workers. So yeah, just orange to something else. He can do that. He wants to connect to the lowest numbered city, matching orange or green. He could start a size 2. I don't know if he would, though. So he can connect to city 4 here, city 2 here. It isn't in his network, is it? It wouldn't help him, but I don't know if he knows that. So city 2 is, where's city 1? He can't match either colour, so I think he goes here. and he'll do a contract action. So he has recharged once, so he now takes gold tiles. Up here, this is worth 2, 3, 4 points to him. This one's worth 5, so he takes that. Ooh, would have been good for me, wouldn't it? That refills, though. Have 11 action tiles, have completed 5 contracts. Neither very good for me. He gets the 5 points from that. That's one of his 3. And he doesn't get the other thing because he didn't match it up. So this is now in his network, but it doesn't help him because it's full. But that's not one of the things he considers, I don't think. Because you don't need your rail in order to access the coal or anything like that, as we've seen. So I've got industrialised left, I've got no workers. I've got urbanised left, I've got no money. I've got contract left, but the contracts are a bit rubbish. Oh, what I should have done, the end of my turn last, Oh, it always increases. All right, then. I'm willing to pay top dollar. I don't see why that should happen. I'm willing to pay top money for it. I'll go by the lesser of the law, though. But I disagree. I should have, at the end of my turn, turned in my contract. Got 2 points and 2 money. Does that change things? Well, you'd be wasting another industrialise action. But you could build something, in theory, with 2 money now. Although, could you? Because your network is only here. You could build the yellow building that we didn't want to build before the last recharge. I can energize again. I just wouldn't be able to industrialize, is the annoying thing. Could you energize? It's going to be expensive. That hasn't been energized. You could energize that one. Get a star. Get 2 money. One star is okay. I'd still be in the section for this scoring. Or maybe we just want to recharge. That's still not connected up to a power plant unless you want to do that. Do white and purple, but you wouldn't get both of the bonuses. You connect white up, but that we could connect just purple up. That's your cool get extra energy tile, though. You could do that. That provides 1 energy. You'd need 2 coal. You get a 3 discount. You could afford to do it. Then you'd get 3 stars and you'd be in the next section. So you wouldn't be in this section, so you wouldn't score for it. You could maybe get in that section later. But for king scoring, I would get the most points next time. And I would get a worker and move 2 along this track before next time. And there are 2 tiles in that display right now that have +1 energy recharging. Oh, but it doesn't matter because I haven't got a worker to build rails with. I don't really want to contract. I'm tempted to do a building, but I think I'm just going to recharge. I'd be a bit sad about it. Just a little bit, though. Could be sadder. So my income is 8 money. So I've got 10 now. 3 workers. Oh yeah, it would have been nice to advance. I didn't have the workers to do it, though. 3 workers, a point, and no points. I've done my star. I need to put this nucleum out somewhere. I don't know if it's going to matter. Oh, well, do you want a uranium on that power plant, or do you want 2 money? I think I want a uranium on that power plant. Never know. Boom. We can still get another by putting a contract there, whether we want the contract or not. Okay, that's that done. Next bit of... We've done that. You've got rid of your stars. You've put the star out. Get your action tiles back. Only 3 before you had to recall. I spent too many workers. Then... yeah, then done. That's recharging, isn't it? Him. He's still got stuff, so he continues. Tile number 3, it's not his last energize. He can't complete a 2. Can he complete a 1 and match both sides? Loads of places, yes. So where does he want to put it? Where he can match the most, and then his top logic, he wants to connect up to the highest numbered city. So that would connect 1 and 4, 10, 16 and 5. It's a pretty high number. It's got to have purple involved. 11 and 7. Or into, I think it's down here that he goes. It's his last worker, though. He's going to be energizing twice, and I think he's going to be able to do it. So, energize. Let's take 2 money off him, assuming that he can do it. But he's just going to do it to the neutral buildings, unfortunately. Yeah, there's a neutral building and one of his own buildings, so he's going to be able to do it twice. There's one of his own there. So first of all, got to be connected to a power plant. Yes. Top priority of government building. Nope. Then one of his own buildings. Then logic card breaker. The highest numbered one? Does that mean, or do we go by the colour? He's going to do both of them anyway, so I'm not really going to worry about it. So this one is going to use coal from over here. It's a level 2. Yeah, it's a level 2, so it uses 2 coal up. He gains points for turbines and mines of his that he uses, but he's never industrialized yet, so he's not getting those extra points from that. He will get points, I think, from flipping over the 4 tiles, I think. I don't remember. We'll find out at the end. So yeah, he doesn't get the benefits from actually flipping his own tiles, though. So that's his first energize. His second energize comes over here, and he annoyingly buys that coal. So, yep. He doesn't pay me to use my things, even if he'd had mines involved. He doesn't actually use the turbines and move stuff about. He never gets uranium on his mines. Okay, so that's him done. Suddenly made a bit of a leap up with the energizing, but we've got stuff. Let's make use of it. So, I want to connect somewhere new then. Ideally, green and purple, and let me industrialize and energize. Is that possible? That's possible. We're going to develop. Look up here. I mean, it is losing a thing that I'm getting straight away. This is energize with +1. What are you going to energize? Okay, we'll have to build a building first, but so that cost me 1. Oh, Windows wants something. I'm going to pay 2 more and 2 more. So 5 in total, because this will let me build and get some stars, which I'm not quite so fussed about. But I think I need some tiles as well. So I think I want to build first, so I've got something to energize. Then we industrialize and energize, having unlocked a new space for mines. And it's going to be great, whatever it is that I do. I mean, we could unlock a level 2 technology. Or even a 3. Which that hasn't run out yet. That's the last of the tiles now, though. So, what if you did that? It would be 4 to build that. You kind of want somewhere where you can put a turbine as well, don't you? So you're not limited to where you can build the tiles. Because I can now put one of those there. I could get a level 3 tile. It would want 9 energy. Let's not think too far ahead. So that was develop. I took 2 tiles. Do I want a worker or do I want 2 money? I've just spent a load of money, but I want a worker. Because the next... Yeah, I want a mine out. That's going to cost some. I want that turbine out. Right. That's my 2 things anyway. He's still got money, so he's not going to recharge, but he's not far off, is he? Number 1, is this his last industrialize? He's going to industrialize, I think. It's not his last industrialize. Can he complete a 2? No. Can he complete a 1-sized link? Is that someone knocking or posting? I think they were posting. Right. Can he complete a 1-sized link involving purple? So he gets the benefits of both sides. Yes, yes, yes. Only 3 possibilities. he wants to connect to the highest numbered city. So it's not going to be, there's city 10, there's city 11. He's taking, that's what I was going to, oh no, he hasn't got a worker. It's going to go exactly where I want to go there. So he isn't placing a rail because he hasn't got a worker to do it. It goes to the back of his queue instead, and he does both things. First of all, he industrializes. He spends his money, so he's going to recharge next time. Spends his money. Does he build a mine or a turbine? What's he got the least of? He hasn't built any. So, can he build any? Hey, do? How's it going? Happy holidays. Nice to see you. That needs to be flipped over. We sorted that out ages ago. Has he... Oh yeah, he's here. He can build mines and... There's a good rail build. He can build mines or turbines. The one he's got the least of, there's both. I'm going to say turbines are on the left, so he's going to build a turbine. In the free space, I imagine. He wants to build a turbine that's also in my network. Now, my network's filled up with turbines, mate. Then, in a place with a nucleum, you're not connected to anywhere with a nucleum. Then, according to his logic card, well, there's only one place where he can build a turbine. There's no need to worry about the decision tree on that one. So that, and then get a star. I think that's just a point, isn't it, for him? Yes, gain a point. 25. And he's going to recharge next time because he's got no money or workers. So, I want to get that in there so he doesn't... He's going to recharge though. It's okay. He's not going to put a worker there. So I want to get a mine there. First of all, we need to build something. And the other side of this is industrialize. So I don't want to do that because I can't industrialize anywhere right now. Because this will give me the potential. Could have 2 mines down there. Yeah. What? Build, yeah, just put it up there. Get 2 stars. And urbanize. So, let's have a look at the technologies. I can put out a green building, I think, of any of these and be able to power it. Maybe not the level 4, because the green buildings score at the end. I get 2 points for every one of those I put out, in addition to everything else that they do. I could carry on with me industrials. That's always a good idea. But this could get me the level 3 technology out. And that could get me the scoring level 3 technology. I'm not in a lot of different cities, but if that's unlocked, I can get in a lot of different cities easily that way. Level 3 and have 9 energy. That would need, I would have 1 there, 2, 3, 4. So that would give me 8 energy, and afford a coal is easy. I think we spend... being cavalier about a big decision here. I think I'm going to pay to put this level 3 out there, because green can go... I'm not in that network. Ah! That's why you want to do that first, but it's industrialize and then energize, and I've got nothing to energize. What if? What if we just connect to somewhere where you can put turbines, put that turbine out, and then unlock you're allowed to put stuff anywhere? Make it sound great. But that would cost me most of my workers. It would. Thanks, James. Thanks for being here. What are we on? 2 hours? I feel like 3 hours is still pretty good. Yeah. I'm feeling good about that. He's going to recharge a second time. And when he recharges a third time, it's over. Right. How do I get something useful done then? So we either do another thing, and I would waste the energize part, Well, I could energize. The only thing I could energize is that level 1 building, which isn't very exciting. I could put a different building out over here. Or I can pay 2 extra for it. Put your 2 stars back, you haven't done that action. Right, we can still do it. Let's waste the industrialize, because I can't do anything. And build at a 1 discount, because then I can build that here. And then I think the plan should be okay, because that's a anything can go here space, but you got to pay 2. I only had 1 money, but you can always as well, you can, where's that thing? I think it's on the player aids. You can always turn in a nucleum for a worker, a uranium for a worker, but uranium's a bit of a rare thing to do that with, or a worker for a money if you're desperate. Yeah, you can always do that because the exchange rate there is terrible. They're much harder things to get than the thing you're ending up with. But we've built the thing. Inefficiently, but we've built the thing. Turn in a contract. I haven't got one still. He's recharging. What does he do when he recharges? Remind me. 4 money. Three workers. Milestone marker 6 spaces above the last one. Basically the bottom of the next tier, isn't it? He doesn't put Nucleum out. Gets rid of his contracts. Moves his stop block to the end. And he's triggered a King's scoring. He's in the lead again, so he gets 6. And I am still second, so I get 2. There. Now, I think this is possible. Please let this be possible. I've got a worker. Do it this way around. I'm going to industrialize, then energize. I can't build there because I haven't got any money anymore. I need to build a mine. So why not go cheap? There's no reason to build the more expensive one. 1 worker. There for free. And you get a point for doing both of them. It's your second mine, so it gets 2 uranium on it. And whenever you build a mine or a turbine, you get a uranium. So let's put another one on here. Maybe there's still a spot there. That's the industrialized done. Then energize with a +1 energy benefit. Oh, thanks, Monica. Hey, everyone, buy a shirt. We could go on Patreon. Patreon gets you a vote. A shirt doesn't so far. We haven't invented the voting shirt yet. Energizing. I'm energizing this thing that I just built. Because... no, I can't. I need multiple Nucleum plants, don't I? Because I can only take 3 Nucleum here. I need some going to other plants, which I'm not connected to. Or there is no like connection to yet. Yeah, because 3 Nucleum is only going to give me 6. The tile gives me 7. So I would need to buy 2 coal, which would cost 6, discounted by 3. I would need 3 money. Change the building that you built, but you won't be unlocking a level 3 technology out of it. It's a way of getting some money first. And that'll get you 2 money. Oh, it was finally going well. Blimmin' rules. Right, what's going to do something about this then? Because I'm not spending a turn energizing that one energy thing. So we've got to take this back. I got a mine out and it was all great. Why are we so limited? That is right, isn't it? That's what the turbines are for. Just hoping that I'm wrong about that. Transport the allowed amount, number of turbines plus one. From mines connected. Yep, I am right about the rules of it, unfortunately. You want these unlocking that give you plus energy. I haven't got anywhere that I can put turbines. Do a different urbanize first. Right. Take it all back then. Put that mine back. Take a point away. Get a worker back. What industrialized icons have we got? I've got two things that give me industrialized. They both also give me an energized though, unfortunately. Because I wasted that one. What about... I don't know. You could have made a rail out of that there. What for? I mean, if there was rail there and there, you could go to that power plant as well. Having a turbine there means you can do it. It's just going to be a longer process. All right, then I'm going to allow take-backs. It's because I was going to get rid of that tile, wasn't I? Which could be my last urbanize. No, it's not my last one. Yeah. I don't know if this is going to affect anything at this point. I'm taking back what I did last time. I'm going to put that there instead of on top. And build this. You're not going to have enough workers. We have to hope. You can get a worker. Just going to take time. Yeah, put a turbine out there. And the build still happened just the same. Did it? Yeah. So this time, I need to go and get a worker then. So I need to go and get a contract. Gold contract, have 11 tiles is never going to happen. Have completed 5 contracts. Have a government building. All 4 things out, build 6 things in green cities. Have a government building is probably the most likely. Just a level 4 building. Don't have to have energized it. And I want it in the space that gets me a worker. It's all over the place now. And I advance my money income 1. Okay. Dr. Nucleum 2, 3, 4. Is this his last develop? Yes, so he won't get rid of it. And he does the 2 things on it. First of all, he urbanizes. So he spends the money. Draw a logic card. Oh yeah, which building does he build? An orange one. Where does he put it? Connected to a Nucleum power plant. So, oh, it's orange, so it could be here. In his network. That's connected to a Nucleum power plant now. So I think it's... Yeah, I think it's one of these spaces. Oh, hungry. Then connects to another power plant, then Fraha, where he has no urban building. He doesn't have one here. There we go. Done. Then develop. So, has he got only one energize? He has now. Seems to have gotten rid of them. So, he gets the energize tile. Has he only got one develop? Yes. So he takes that. Slides him along. 2 more come out. Then, I've got my workers. So can I do it now? No. What you can do is do the mine and everything like before, and you can energize that. That doesn't seem as good. But then once that's connected up, you could use the Nucleum to power that. Just someone needs to connect those 2 cities up. Could be me. Do you want to do something else first then? Really? So energizing that rubbish thing would give me 2 coins, which is something I'm very short of right now. Go for it. Just do a thing. So you go there. Spend that for the mine. Higher H. That goes there. Gets its 3. What's it on? Then recharge with an extra energy. So I've got 1 energy. That gives me 2 energy. I don't even have to think about coal. So I get a worker now. And me track goes 2 up. We flip that. I get 3 stars. Done. Oh, yeah. I had a grand plan and then the rules got in the way. Oh, that could get me... Get this one in the middle as well. That gets me... Would I rather do that one? That gets me 2 money and 2 money track movement instead. They're both good. I could do an energize action in a minute for that. Because if you did the energize first, that would give you the 2 money to be able to put a mine there. True. I'd have loads of Nucleum, just now do with it. Right, that's done then. Baron. Is this his last develop? No. So he can put it out somewhere. Can he complete a 2? No. Can he complete a 1? Green and yellow in 1 track. Orange, I mean. Green and orange in 1 track. No. So can he expand his network, connecting just 1 of the sides? Yes. I mean, he could expand to here. What does he want to expand to? Lowest numbered city? Well, that's 12 that he could get to. He could get 4 involved. That's a lower number, isn't it? Or is 8. I mean, that's number 1. That's in his network already, though. 2's in his network. 3's in his network. 4 isn't. So I think you would go here and... Oh. But he wants to connect it. Most matching sides. Let's just go. Yeah, he puts it there. But then all he does is the subsidize, which is his lowest priority. It says location is the most matching sides, which is 1 for him, and then the top tiebreaker, which is lowest city. So I think that's what he does. And then he gets a point for that, rather than doing an action, I think. Anyway, it seems to have come back a bit, doesn't it? I was worried. There's got to be a cold on the way, though. It's been too long. Knock, knock, knock on wood. Right, that's him done. What am I doing? So I can energize again with the +1 energy. He's connected that up. He's connected that up. I can do my energize. I can. So I now get 3 energy from this. So I only need... I even need that connecting up anymore. Thanks. I suppose now I could potentially power a bigger one because I could have 3, 4, 5 Nucleum go into power plants. So I could generate 10, probably 12 because of the free stuff as well. So I have the potential now. He's linked that up. Let's... Because energize and industrialize. If I energize this, it's going to give me a level 3 technology. Build at a 2 discount, and you can ignore... It's not you can ignore the network forever, is it? It's just for this build, I bet. Oh no, it's all urbanizer. Yeah, it's not an immediate. It doesn't give you a build now. Building actions forever have a 2 discount and ignore networks. It is as good as I was thinking. We could save it till we have money. You could just energize for this turn, get you 2 money, and then do the big energize and industrialize, and you'd have the 2 money to put a mine out there. That's probably the thing to do. Cheap energize first. Let's just do this neutral. It's connected to coal in some way over here, but it doesn't matter because that's +2 and it does matter. So I get 2 energy from the action. I need 1 more. I get a coal, which is discounted by 3 money. It is still a free energize, technically. I get 2 movement on my income track, and I get 2 money. Good as that is, I don't want to move a track for 1 money. I need this 2 to put a mine out there. I think as well, when I built that turbine, I should have got a uranium in there. But how are you going to put a mine out? You haven't got the workers. Okay. Nothing in the develop lets me energize. Come on. It's got to be possible. You had the one that got you workers. What you want. You could just have it and do your big thing instead. You want to be connected to somewhere that can have loads of turbines and mines and stuff. You haven't done it. What are these? I think they were paid to put something out. Yeah, they were paid to put that turbine out. So, The red flag that's now the closest possibly to the start. Yeah, when we energize one more. Well, if the flags don't matter if he energizes a third time, that's just going to trigger the end of the game in the solo mode. But yeah, the contracts aren't really getting taken up. The developed tiles is not a ton left. I'm not going to do all 8 of these. I'm not going to get 70 points. It's going to be him energizing 3 times, which it has been all 3 times now. So is it worth doing that to get the money? What do you want the money for? You could just energize there. Or you just don't put a mine out with this. Unfortunately, the mines cost 2 workers. You could do this. What for? Yeah. Well, there's a contract in the get a worker space. It's just getting stars, isn't it? That gets me 3 stars for doing that. And then I can energize you, and that's 9 stars. Yeah. It'll be okay. Just keep saying that. I have a cunning plan. I don't know. So, do we stick with that to get 2 money, or do we just do that to get 9 stars and get that technology, and then you can start building things for cheaper? With a 2 discount, you could be building things for free. You could still do that with another energize. Yep, put the money back. I didn't flip it in the first place. So we're doing the big energize and not doing the track movement. So I get 2 free energy out of the 9 that I need. So you want to do the extra energize thing then, don't you? 1, 2, 3. I need 6 energy. 2, 4, 6. Which can just go here. Energize that, get me 9 stars instead. And unlock a level 3 technology. I will have Urbanizing is discounted by 2, and I can build anywhere I like. Right. I don't even know it makes that much difference anymore. I want to be in 5... If I could be in 9 different cities, or 5 different cities gets me 4 points if I can unlock this as well by building a turbine, which I want to do. But if I can be in 9 different cities, what am I in right now? 1, 2, 3, 4. If I can build anywhere, being in 9's more possible, isn't it? And building's cheaper. That's why they are together, probably. 21 points. I'm probably going to need it. Right. I can't afford to urbanize anything. I've only got 1 worker. So we're going to have to just ignore that. But I needed the extra energy. Or wanted it so it would even out. Baron, do something. Let me have a rest. Is this his last energize? No, it's not. So it could go out somewhere. Can he complete a size 1 and get both bonuses? I don't know, actually. It's getting a bit tight out here. In terms of size 1 things, probably not. I mean, it's got a wild card on it, so he could connect that to anything, or he could connect a purple up. Will he do, like, halfway things? Really, no. Because he could connect up to here. I know that he'll, like, aggressively It's a bit unsure. It's just a bit. It's a bit unclear to me when he starts size 2 links. I guess he's got this. He wants to connect up to the lowest city. I suppose that's not in his network, even though he can't actually activate things that are in there. But I guess it's in his network because he can use my rails. Yeah, it's connected to stuff, isn't it? It's connected to power plants at this point. The lowest numbered city that's not in his network, he'll work towards that. Let's say that's the logical decision. 4 is in his network. 5, I think, is. I'm sure I've looked at 5. Yep, that's in his network. 6 isn't in his network. Can he work towards 6 by matching one of these colours up? Lowest number, I suppose, like he'll match going from there? I really don't know. We're going to say yes. But it doesn't get him his lovely purple action. He decides where and then what way around he wants it. Well, actually, I assume he can ignore this. This is the only size 2 that he could connect. Would he just go there? Because he can connect purple there, because that's all the colours, and he can connect green there, so I think that's what he'd do. Right then. He needs a worker still. Energize. Pay a thing. So, priority is own buildings over neutral. So he's got his own building up there. He's got his own building there. There we go. Logic card primary tiebreaker. Lowest numbered city? Or are we going green, then orange? Primary tiebreaker is that one, isn't it? Lowest numbered city, there. He's going to energize that. It's a level 1. He has to use coal from here, I think, because otherwise it doesn't link up. So he can't take any stuff away. He can't score turbine stuff because he's still not done any. He's got one over here. Would he? It's a coal or a mine. Yeah, he's got no mines. So he needs to use coal, I think. There, done. So he does that, and he also gets a movement on his point track, which is 3 points to him, because he hasn't got a points track. I've given him 4 there. Give him the benefit of the doubt and give him an extra one. Okay. That's now connected. Raha is now connected, which could be dangerous, because if you put stuff there, it's worth double points. I can build things anywhere, though. It's just to get this on the radar, connected up to energy, is an ask, isn't it? I have got a build stuff tile and an energize, so I probably want to build stuff. It's just I've only got 2 uranium. So I could at most get 2, 4, 6, 7 energy requirement of it. But I could unlock, say, a level 2 technology. I should be, every time I energize something, probably missed out on one of these, get a money. Well, that means I could build that. I've got a money now. Get 2 stars. Do you want to build a track with that? I don't think so. I haven't got enough stuff to be doing that. It's my only urbanized tile as well, so no. Get 2 stars. I have got builds for a 1 discount as well. So I could build 3 stuff for free with that. Yeah, let's get another technology thing out. Where can it go? I'm not in this city yet, so let's pop it up there. It's still connected to this network for energy purposes. Let's get it up there. That's it. Baron. Tile 2. Is this his only energize? It is, so he's not putting it out. So he does energize, which is pay money. His building, he just did one somewhere, didn't he? Here. So that's not connected up to this coal yard. So it would be from this coal yard, nothing happens, he just gets it. Good that he's not done any mines, actually. Would he do that? Because he hasn't got a mine. He has to be connected to coal. That's connected to coal as well, but he prioritised his own buildings, so I think that's all right. And then a worker or 2 money. He gains 1 that he has the least of. He's got even. He's got even. Worker prioritised over money. Okay? Done. So back to me, I can energise. I will energise the thing I just built. That needs 6. I can transport 2. That gives me an extra 2. 4. I can't pay for any coal, so it's going to have to use both my uranium doing this. So I'm unsure as to the efficacy of that. But that flips over, gives me 6 stars. I want stars before I go back. I've now got, is it 15? I have 9 before. No, I've earned some extra ones. Get 6 stars and then let's make change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 17 stars right now. So it could get me on the ×5. 5 points for every mine. Or we could keep trying. If we get 24, that would get me a point for every 2 buildings I've put out and get me a level 3 technology. I am kind of close to getting a level 3 technology from this though. So probably want to be there. So I'm okay to recharge if it comes down to that. So we've upgraded you. Get a level 2 technology. Options. Oh, I've energized, so get a money. Whenever you energize, also get a worker or buy an action tile for a 2 discount. Done things in a terrible order, haven't I? Or get 3 workers right now and 3 money. Tempting. That could keep me going. Although I haven't got tiles that I could buy that would let me energize further. Or energize now with +4 energy. If I had a great big action tile out, that would be perfect. Every time you energize, get an action tile or a worker. That could really help. 3 workers. I could then do the urbanize action with this. I can't put a tile. I can't put a turbine out until I put rail somewhere else. Tough. I feel like the energizer would be a waste, but I don't know when I'm going to get a level 2 technology from somewhere. Like if you were to do these kind of things, which I'm not. 3 workers and 3 money. I could build like a government building. What about a government building in Prague? 3 points for every green that you've built. But that's only if you energize it. And we've got to get a size 2 railway over there before. I suppose he's not that close to energizing. I am. Three workers, 3 money. I don't feel confident about that. But it's what I've gone for. So that was energizing something. Was it? Yeah, I energized a thing that got me 2 of them. And I'll pay money to move a track along. I will move along. Either one gets me an extra point. It's workers I would like to try and get more of, I suppose. The worker track. Done. Baron. Number 3. Is this his only contract one? No, he's got multiple. Can he put it out somewhere connecting orange and green by 1 tile? No. Can he expand his network? I'm sure he can. So, highest numbered city. What is the highest numbered city? 16? He's in 16. 12 he's not in. 17 he's in. 15. I suppose some numbers might not be on here. 14 he's in. About 13. 13 he's in. 12 he's not in. There you go. He could go with one connection, connecting halfway, and now he's in that city, and maybe he can get a bit nuclear. I don't know. So get a contract. He wants gold contracts that would get him the most points. They would both get him 4 points. No, this one would get him 7 points. Ouch. So he gets that and 7 points. Recharge, and it is have 5 things in white cities. I don't know why I suddenly thought that might be great. I've done 3. I've done 4. That's not far off, and that's a level 2 technology and 6 points for achieving that. Okay. Also, where did he put it there? He needs a worker. He gets a work. He would progress on his track, so he gets a worker instead. Flip that over. That's connected up. Me, all I've got left is my do an action with a discount. I think we were going to put a tile out. What could have got me a level 2? That. So do a contract at some point. Get that. Then do that to do the big energize. Do I risk putting it in there? Or do I just be happy? This is just isolated, isn't it? We could build the mine right now. But no, be happy that you're going to get to put this out. Where can I put a green or government? Oh, you want 5 things in... You want 5 things in a white city, though, don't you? You can put things anywhere. You can build it in any city. You ignore that restriction. You just want to put it somewhere that is connected to your... that is connected to the power plant. So I could be in there. That's a new city for me to be in. Yeah. So 5 minus 2 means I need to pay 3. 1 discount means I need to pay 2. Just 1 action. And I've got a government building. Oh. I've got a government building. So I can fulfill this, which is 2 along the income track, a bit late, and get a level 1 technology. The only one left is do a building now at a 2 discount. Does that stack? I suppose all of my builds are at a 2 discount as well, so I think I get a 4 discount here. So I think I could still... I don't know if I could energize both of these, but I think I can build this. That would be your 5th thing in a white city. Or do you want to expand your presence to get a level 3 thing out? That's fulfilled anyway. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 contracts. You want 5 for that. So pay you 1 money. I'm already in that city. That's the only white city. That's... Oh, you could put a turbine in that city though, and that would count as your 5th thing. You're just not connected to it in any way. It's only buildings that I can ignore the network. I do want to get... Now for it to be in your network, you're going to have to build 2, because he's gone everywhere. The only way of putting it... Oh, there. You could go there. It's not a white city. You could go there and pay 2 to put a turbine there. That's probably what I'm going to have to do. Go there. Then I'm in a white city 5 times. Done. How did you get to do that? Oh, because the contract, yeah. Great. Baron. I'm going to have to recharge next time. 2. Is this your only industrialize? No, it's not. So it can go out. Can he connect a purple and a white? No. So can he expand his network? Surely he's connected to everything at this point. He hasn't got like a nice line though, has he? The biggest city... 17's full. 16's pretty big. And if he connected that to Praha... So it's like, I would be thinking he wants like a line to his stuff, but I don't know if he thinks like that. He's going to do there because that lets him do an industrialize action, and maybe that's going to help him out. Just put that there with a worker. Industrialize, spends a month. Oh, he's going to be recharging, isn't he? Quite soon. I need time. He's going to run out the clock before me. I don't know if he would put it there. That's me helping him, I think. So he's doing that. Mine or a turbine? A turbine. Where can he put a turbine? Anywhere. So he wants a turbine also in my... Marty, this is really not the time. Oh, yeah. I know it's nearly dinner time, but everything's in a really delicate place right now. Squeak. Oh, yeah. Everyone loves to see the back of you. Could you come up here, though? He doesn't sit on laps, he sits on chests. But I'm trying to make a decision, Marty. I assume the microphone's not picking him up. So, he doesn't like you talking as well when he's on you, but probably just going to have to deal with that. So, turbine also in my network. I don't think that's possible. I don't think he's staying. Oh, a turbine with a nucleum, he can do that. Marty, I really wanted this to be under 3 hours. But the sad thing is, he's just kind of creeping because it's nearly food time. Food time will come quicker if you let me finish this game, I promise. Or if you would just like curl up in my lap, like some cats like to do. It's a turbine there. And it was upgrade anything, which for him is get 3 points. My action's going to have to be recharge. So that's going to be getting some good stuff though, isn't it? Please, out of anywhere. If you don't want to stay on me, please don't run across that just yet. Just give me a couple more turns. That's all we've got left, Marty. I promise you food is coming. I'm sorry. Right. Income. 10 money. 1 point. 4 workers, 3 points. One, two, three. And 2 points. Then, star out. I have 17. Unfortunately, I can't put it on the 18, but he's going to put it on 24 anyway. If I wanted to beat him, yeah, he's going to go there. Right. So there's not going to be time, is there? So probably should have energized something instead of putting another building out to try and get to the top. We'll see. There's not time to maximize the points from all this. That now gets Nucleum, because I'm in there. Discard all of your stars. Get your action tiles back. Spent them all, that's not like me. Then the Baron has a worker, so isn't recharging just yet. He's going to recharge next time, I think. And then we get 1 more turn each. 2, this is only... If he'd picked a tile, like say contracts where it was his only one, he wouldn't be putting it out, but he is going to put this out, I think. Can he extend his network? I think he would do this. There we go. He can complete that connection. What good that does. So, he gets 2 builds, and then he's going to get 2 energizers next time. Oh, he can't afford, though. Ah ha 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 ha. It costs an urbanize. It costs a money to build. He doesn't have to pay the money to energize, but all he's going to get to do is energize the neutral 2. So he's not going to get to build. Okay. Oh, don't waste all your money, mate. Just as he got like a turbine and stuff out as well. Okay. So we've got 2 turns. I need to get a mine built. Possibly 2 mines built. Getting that contract's tempting. Because that'll give me a level 2 technology and an energize +4. I'm not going to be able to energize both these things that I've built. I suppose that there was more to get 5 things in a white city. Getting the turbine out. How many cities am I in? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only worth 4 points right now. If I could get in 2 more cities, it would be worth 10 points. But I don't know that getting the turbine out's the priority anymore. Especially since I would have to go there. Can I match white and green up? Yes. But I would be developing and putting workers out. I haven't got time for that. So ignore the level 3 technology. It even more makes me think I should have gone up to the top there. If I could get more mines out, which is the plan, I've only got 1 developed tile, 1 industrialized tile. That's 2 workers. I would get 3. Now the plus... That is like the limit of its... Oh no, your uranium can go in any of your mines. You don't have to put it in the one you just built. So this would get me 3, 4, 5. Which I can take 5 to somewhere. So that would give me 10 energy, 12, 13 energy. How much do I need? I only need 12. So we wouldn't have to spend it all, but I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have it to go and do that. We'll see. Next time we could get the contract. Or do we do that this time? Because he can't get in the way of this. He could take the contract. It's one of his 2 possibilities. So he's saying get the contract, but then you've got no mines out with nothing. It'll give me +4, 4, 6. I've got money to buy coal. 4, 5, 6. That's a free coal. 7. 8, 9, 10 with me 10 money. Because I don't need money to energize and build a mine. Oh, you need 2 money for that. Yeah, building that gets you 4 across the income track, but it doesn't... You can put a star out at the very end as well, I think. I think it would make a difference. I suppose you'd be eligible for some more scoring. If you get all the way up to 40, you can get 9 points. I suppose if we risk that he's going to take that contract, if I have the mine built, I can leave a uranium in there, I think. So build the mine. It gives me 3, 4, 5 uranium. And it costs 2 money, which I don't think I've paid. And I do get a money back. I get a money back for energizing. No, I could do it that way around. I could do it that way around. Do it that way around. Because energizing it will give me the missing money. So I've got 10 money. Get this contract. And you can get 2 money from this. 2 stars, maybe? Because how many stars am I going to get? 10, 22, 24. I'll at least be in that range. A bit late, but I can put another star out, I think, at the end. Move along the money track. I've got 5 things in White Cities, so I can achieve it. Give me 2 money just in case I've worked this out wrong. So I have 2. I can buy a coal for free, so giving me 3 energy. Because this is the level 4 technology I'm unlocking, doing immediate energize with +4 energy. So I've got 3 free. +4 is 7. I need to buy 3 energy. 3 coal for 9. Yeah, I've still got the money to pay to go in that mine. And we're energizing this, which gives me 10 stars and advances me 4 on the money track. Okay, we get 3 points now at the end of the game for that. Then, that's me done. He hasn't got any money or workers, so he energizes. Recharges. Does he still get stuff at the end? I suppose so. This isn't the end for him, is it? He's going to have the money to energize now at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4. Money, 3 workers. His star goes there, I believe. Doesn't do the nucleum, loses his contracts, move the stop block to the end, but I don't think that matters. And then scoring, he's at the top, so he gets 6 points. I'm second, so I get 2 points. And then more of that comes out. So that's triggered the end of the game. He's recharged. So we've got 1 turn each. And mine is going to be the grand. Put the mine out. Get 5 uranium. And you can have 3 uranium going to this power plant, 2 going to that one, and then we take it to that place. So that's 10. 2 for free. Yeah, I think I need to use it all. Do it anyway. Flip that. 12 stars. Go up 3 on any tracks. I suppose, well, 2 up that track. I'll go an extra 1 up, which gives me a point. Because these going up won't get me anything anymore. Because you get to recharge for scoring, I think, but you don't actually get the track stuff. You just get to put another star out. And then on his last turn, he completed that, so he should get 4 more points for that as well. When he completes double rails. I could have got in on that. At the end... Where is his last turn thing? End of game. Yeah. 1 final turn, but the Baron performs 2 energize actions without paying money. But he hasn't built for ages, so all he's going to get to energize, he just takes coal away, doesn't he? He's not built a mine. I think you could... Coal, he takes this stuff away. I think he's got 2 turbines. He's got a turbine in this network, so he would get a point for that and take a coal away. But this one isn't in a network with his turbines, so he just flips that and takes coal away from here, which he can't. I think energizing not been as lucrative for him because of the strange order he's done things. Okay, that's it then. So let me get the scoring thing up, because I think... Play 1 more turn. If players have achievement tokens left, they may place a milestone marker on the track without effects or income. So I have 22 stars. Is that not enough? I thought I had 24. Have I worked something out wrong? Yeah, because that should give me 22, and I got the 2 stars. Right? I'm going mad. I put it... Yeah, I got 2 stars. So I should have 24. I think. I shouldn't have any money, should I? Because I should have gotten a money from energizing that. Oh no, I got money from energizing that, which I spent to build that mine. And then I should have got a money from energizing that. Yes, I should have money. It's all good. 24. So I'm tied, but too late, because we've already had the 3rd king scoring for majority. But I'll qualify for that, I think. I get a level 3 technology. Do I? Without any effects. So I don't think I get a level 3 technology. It would only be worth like 4 points anyway. I don't think I get that. But it does qualify me for the scoring bit, I think. So, we'll do my scoring. Milestones. For each of your milestones on the marker, on the milestone track, score a point for each time you meet the condition, multiplied by its multiplier. So, how many green buildings have you built? 3 times 2, so I get 6 points for that. How many turbines did I build? 3 times 4, 12 points for that. How many mines did I build? 3 times 5 is 15. And every 2... It is every 2 urban buildings, isn't it? Oh, come on. Just flip us 1 page, please. Every 2 urban tiles. 2, 4, 6. So 3 times 5 is another 15. Then, ultimate goal. I haven't achieved my ultimate technology. Leftover resources. Score a point for every 2 uranium left in your mines. Every 2 workers. I've got a lot of workers, actually. Where these came from. I probably needed to pay 2 for the mine. Let's assume that. 2, 4, 6. Not very far ahead of him, am I? And every 5 money left in your supply. I haven't got that, but I've got 1, 2, 3 points from that. We're nearly at the 70 threshold. Buildings might do something. For each of your energized buildings, score the depicted number of points. Energized buildings in Praha score double, which he could have got with a bit more time, but he rushed the end of it. So what have we got here? 5, 2 for every orange, which is... I built 3, so 6. So 11. Let's put that on. 80. Down here, 2, 6, 11. 91. And 3 for every green, which is 3 greens, which is another 9. I think I've done that well, really. Get me 100 badge. And oh, the energized buildings score for other players' buildings as well. I didn't realise that. Maybe I would have got more in my other games. So, has he built any oranges? I can see from his stack he's built 1 orange, so I should get 2. That are in the same network of that building. So mine are fine with that. Where's his orange? There's a government orange there. There's a government orange there. That counts as another couple of points. Where is his orange? There it is. Yep, that's in the same network, so that's worth another 2 points. And greens, he did build a green. What about government buildings? That's a yellow, and that's a yellow. Okay, so just his green, where did he put it? There it is. So that is in the same network as my... Oh, I suppose my network doesn't carry on there, does it? I actually get way less points because I haven't formed my network up. They're in the same network of the government. Yeah, I think I've messed up with that. So actually, So it's a problem with not having rails out. Maybe I should have built another one instead, but I think it got me there. So I should have like 8 less points. And then this one is not in a network with anything, is it? Unless his was like on the same island with it, because this isn't my network. I suppose, because I haven't built rails, I think. So I need to lose myself 6 points from that as well. Oh dear, back down to 90. Income track bonuses. This is on 10 points. So, hey, we're back. We can keep the 100 badge. Is Baron von Clivestein gonna surpass me? So he scores his urban buildings as normal. He has got a point there. He has got 2 points there. 2 points there. 3 points there. And then 2 points for every yellow in this network. I didn't build any yellows. Subconsciously, I knew. So, yeah, there aren't actually. That is one. So, 2. That's what it's all right. So, milestones. So, he gets 2, 4, 6, and 8 points for everything here. So, first of all, green buildings that he built 1. He gets 2 points for that. Turbines that he built, he gets 4 points each. He did 2. He gets 8. Mines, he built none. 6 points for each of them. And then every 2 buildings, so he built 4 buildings for every 2, so that's 16 more points. A point for every room. Oh, he's going to go past me, isn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I know it says most points wins, Baron wins all ties. But I'm afraid not in this house. Ties are shared victories. I don't care what you say, Nucleum. After, like, who knows about rule errors and bending my head and just managing to get around it, I'm calling that a massive old victory for me. No matter what technically happened, the way I consider it, we did it, everyone. I think we've said throughout the game several times. Some fantastic stuff going on. Love the things that it's doing, but there's too much of them going on for me. And yeah, it's something I can do, and I can enjoy doing it, but I don't think I would choose to do this solo. And I think like a multiplayer game, it would be like the ones we were mentioning earlier, like Barrage and Brass. I'd never want to play those games for their aggression factors, but I don't think you can really get locked out as much of stuff. Like, it's not vital that you get a network in this. You can make mistakes if you don't get a good network, but we've seen there's technological ways around it. You don't have to build out with your rails. You can just plonk them anywhere and get loads of separate little networks if that helps you out. You can use other people's rails at no cost to yourself to transport coal and your own uranium. You might have to pay them to use their turbines. Yeah, big pluses on that score. But yeah, just I think general weight of the game, it's beaten me in this case. But hey, if you are into your heavies, like I wouldn't consider it a medium or medium heavy. I think someone described it as a medium heavy today. I don't know where. Was that Discord or something? For me anyway, I would put it firmly in heavy, and yeah, joins some of those other games we were talking about as just a bit too much going on for me to be able to keep any semblance of a strategy going on. You saw when the one cool thing that I thought of fell apart. It's like, oh no, I've got no idea then. But I hope throughout any of this, never mind all 3 hours of it, you have gotten some idea of what Nucleum is like, or what it's like solo. See, like, I feel like there was some moment in Arian, I don't fully get every time where he'd put a thing. For most of the game, it's fine. Like, he wants to make a size 1 connection and get 2 bonus things and end up with a big network. Didn't work out for him completely in this case. I suppose because I never made 2s, but maybe he would start a 2 in one case where I didn't do that for him. I don't really know. But yeah, I think we made a good job of it. And yeah, we will have more stuff. On Sunday, there will be the second part of Explore It. That'll finish there, and something new will be up on Patreon on Sunday. Next week, I'm thinking maybe we'll do the December installment of Legacy of You before it gets too late. Not 100% on that, but there's new stuff coming up. Tales from the Red Dragon Inn will finish on Tuesday. I just did the first 4 scenarios that make up the first chapter of the game. But yeah, there's loads of stuff coming up. I said the other games in the vote, Skyrim, perhaps understandably compared to what it was up against, I don't think is getting looked at right. Is not going to get to play through right away. The next ones are Voidfall and Earthborn Rangers, which I'm both very excited to get to. I hope that I will have at least one of them up during December. It seems silly right now. Oh, it's the 8th, you've got loads of time. We'll see. There's other stuff to be doing. There's top 10 in to be worrying about. I'll try my best. We'll see what we can do. Hey, you could help. We have more time to do things. Patreon.com/slickerdrips is how you can support the channel. It's how I'm able to do any of this at all. Or you can tip me on Ko-fi if you would like to do it that way. You can vote on stuff and see games early in that on Patreon, though. It's great. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching, especially if you made it all the way through. Congratulations to my voice for making it all the way through. And I will see you at some point very, very soon. Bye, everyone. Bye, bye, bye.